So, are you ready to go and look at some new cars?
I already am.
Oh?
I like this one.
Oh, nice. Have you thought about insurance?
I'm just doing an online quote now.
So anything your dad can help with?
I'd love a coffee.
Insure your car from new continually with RAA, and if it's written off, we'll replace it with a new one. RAA.
Keep on moving on.
Yes, good afternoon and welcome to the NPL SA. It's round 6 today, and today's game sees the Adelaide Comets hosting the Adelaide Blue Eagles, and we are live from the SA Athletic Stadium. Round 6 of the NPL SA is proudly presented by Sports Power Zorich Group. Sports Power Zorich Group, great gift ideas for dads this Father's Day. Visit sportspowerzg.com.au for store locations or to shop online. Sports Power Zorich Group, great sportswear there, especially the Asics shoes there, Rob. They are fantastic. Sports Power Zorich Group, our match day sponsor round 6 action. We'd also like to acknowledge the support of the RAA, always proudly supporting football here in South Australia. Also, other sponsors, Green Play Australia, they provide our stats, our time clock sponsorship, and also keep us up to date with scores around the grounds. Okay, today's match day commentary team is yours truly, Paul Pellizzari, and alongside me is Rob Peppercelli. It's a very good afternoon to Rob.
Yeah, it's a beautiful afternoon here at the SA Athletic Stadium, the home ground of the Comets, and it's going to be a big game today. Comets up against Blue Eagles. Both teams have been in great form. I think Comets have won 5 in a row, and Blue Eagles haven't lost a game in 8 weeks, so it is going to be a great game this afternoon.
Absolutely. Let's go down to our boundary rider who's braving the conditions down there. Benny Dale joins us this afternoon. Welcome back, Benny.
Good afternoon, guys.
And fairly breezy by looking at the flags here. What's it like down there?
It is incredibly breezy. The pitch, other than that, the pitch looks great. The conditions, other than the wind, are almost perfect.
Enough gel in the hair, mate, to keep it all together.
I can feel it moving. It's like the old comb overs. Bobby Charlton's having a bit of a problem here.
So it's going to favour towards the right of the screen, isn't it, Paul, today?
Absolutely.
So whoever wins the toss will go probably with the breeze and probably with, 4 or 5 goals in the old AFL.
Oh, and the other code, yeah.
The other code?
Probably about a 3 to 4 goal breeze going across the ground. Anyway, let's go through last week's results, round 5, as they happen on screen.
A little bit of a boil over on Friday night. Adelaide,
round
Campbelltown.
6. That's the
1.
fixtures, Jimbo. I think we've got to go to the. There we go.
There we go. Campbelltown 1 defeated Olympic 2. Raiders 2 drew with Modbury Jets 2. Benny. Raiders were leading 2-0 at one stage, but Modbury came back to draw that game.
Credit to Modbury on that one. I did not expect that when Raiders went 2-0 up. I thought, having seen them a couple of weeks ago and at home, I thought they'd go on with that. But 2 points dropped for Raiders there, I think. And
Blue Eagles 2 defeating Croydon Kings 0, their new recruit they've picked up in Valentini, Stefan Valentini, scoring the 2 goals. So he's one player to look for today's game.
Ryan did say to watch out for him, and that very week he scored 2 goals. Well done.
Adelaide Comets last week thumped Metro Stars 4-1. They're very strong at home, aren't they, Paul and Benny?
The pitch is quite narrow here, I've got to say, and the way they play football is suited to this pitch, I think.
Have they been going under the radar a little bit, Rob?
Para Hills just can't seem to win a game.
Okay.
Sorry?
No, that's okay. No, it's very unusual you don't listen to what I say or hear what I say, Rob, but that's okay.
Did you want me to continue?
I don't know.
Did you say something?
Benny, do you think the Comets are going a little bit under the radar?
Look, I think at one stage they were. We were looking at Metro and obviously also Campbelltown, who started off quite slowly, starting to creep up. But Comets, I think as we spoke to Barney, well, I certainly spoke to Barney, maybe it was off air, that the bulk of their remaining games are at home, and that's a massive advantage to them, and they're on top of the table, so I can't see too much changing.
There's nothing under the radar.
Yeah, well, they were at one stage, I think. It's just been the last couple of
maybe
weeks.
in the beginning, and they've won 5 games in a row.
Yeah, but Campbelltown losing last week, Metro losing last week, you know, that's had a big impact on that.
I was impressed when they played Raiders when we did the match of the round.
Yeah.
You know, I could see that they were going to be a strong team anyhow. Continuing with the Parry Hills nil, Adelaide City 2. Parry Hills just can't seem to win a game of late. I think pre-COVID they won a few games, but
they turned over 9 players during that COVID break, from what I can understand. Parry Hills, talking to Theo yesterday.
Unbelievable, bottom of the table, struggling. The other game was our match of the round, which we saw Cumberland 3 easily taking care of Adelaide United 0. But as we said last week, it's Adelaide United's reserve team.
Absolutely. And when are they all coming back? We heard today, next week they're all coming back.
And there's about 5 or 6 players, Benny, coming
so.
back.
Yeah.
So look out, because that's going to put more pressure on Modbury Jets. But we'll speak about that when we look at the table. Let's have a look at round 6 this weekend.
We're looking at the table first.
Yeah, sorry, Jimbo. Spot on, Rob.
Comets on top, as we said, by 5 points, 25, Campbelltown on 20, Metro Stars on 19, along with Raiders on 19, Adelaide City 5th on 18, in the top 6, Cumberland on 18 as well. Just out of the top 6, Adelaide Blue Eagles with 17, Olympic with 17, Croydon with 15, Modbury with 12, Adelaide United with 8, and Parry Hills with 7.
Speaking of that, Adelaide United players coming back to their youth lineup, Rob, that's going to put a lot more pressure on Modbury Jets, isn't it? You would imagine that Adelaide United will be picking up points in the coming weeks when those players start to infiltrate back into that team.
Yeah, certainly, and they've done that. Paul Pezzo's done a good job with that young team. They're around the mark, but just not enough experience in that team. And with all these players coming back, and I heard the Tourés, there's 2 Tourés coming back, so it'll be 3 brothers.
It's going to be a strong lineup. That's a very strong lineup.
Will be probably playing, so there's a few players coming back in that lineup.
Is that fair? That's almost a predominantly A-League lineup then, if they're all coming back, and
Just about.
Paul will be licking his lips at that one there, I'm sure. Okay, let's have a look at round 6, week 13 of the league.
Adelaide City, today's game, 3 o'clock. Then at Adelaide City Park, Adelaide City up against Adelaide United. Modbury Jets, 3 o'clock kickoff also today at Swift Partners Stadium up against Croydon. Metro Stars at TK Shuttle Reserve, 3 o'clock kickoff against Parry Hills. 5 o'clock tonight, Cumberland up against Campbelltown. And 6 o'clock tonight, it's Olympic up against Raiders.
Okay, just going head-to-head with these 2 teams, apart from, we'll look at the premiership table again shortly, but head-to-head with these 2 teams earlier this year, or back in July really, it's only a few months ago, they actually had a 0-0 draw, Blue Eagles and Comets. That was at Marden. Back last year, Blue Eagles beat Comets 2-1, and also in that same year, Comets beat Blue Eagles 2-1. So not much between the 2 teams. A couple of goals in it, but this season, drawing. This is an interesting stat, though. The Comets here at home against the Blue Eagles in their last 9 outings, they've only won 3 times with a draw and 5 losses. So Blue Eagles don't mind coming to this ground. So that should make for an interesting reading. But maybe the form could be the most important part.
They were good $4.20 for a win.
Oh, is that
Blue
right?
Eagles, so yeah.
Okay. So Comets in their last few games, they beat Metro Stars 4-1. They beat Croydon 2-1, beat Raiders 2-1, and Parry Hills Knights 3-1. They beat them, and Adelaide United. So they're on a good run, the Comets. Blue Eagles, they beat Croydon 2-0, so that's a good result. They had a 2-2 draw with Cumberland, which isn't a bad result the way Cumberland are going. They only drew with Adelaide United 1-1, so that's a bit of a worry result. They beat Modbury Jets 2-0, and they also beat Parry Hills Knights 2-0. So you'd probably have to say there, Benny, on that Comets come in with a stronger form going into this game. Yeah,
definitely, and you know, being at home, as we say, but Blue Eagles quality lineup. You look at the names there. It just depends on who turns up on the day and who delivers the right performance. I just really can't look past Comets on their home ground today, to be honest. The win will have an impact, though. There's no doubt about that.
Rob, Comets 22 goals they've scored so far this season. Blue Eagles 17. Is that a worry for you?
No, I think that Valentini is in the squad now, so we know he scored 2 goals last week, and he's a goal scorer, so that he'll add strike force to that. Katja Valani's gone back. He's gone to Wales, so they won't have him. I think there'll be even a better team today with that player in that team.
Okay, let's have a look at the lineups for these teams today. The home team, of course, the Adelaide Comets. In goals for the Comets is Julian Torreson. Number 4, Tom Dittmar. Number 5, Adam Lecornu. Number 6, Jack Bladden. Good to see some traditional numbers back in these team lineups.
Lecornu comes in the lineup after injury.
Good back line there. Very similar to Berkala of the past.
Which releases Welsh up front.
Number 8, Ryan Yates. Number 10, Anthony Mavrolambaris. Number 11, Jaden Lobasso. Number 14, Nathan Anianto. Number 16, Ninko Beric. 22, the captain, Alan Welsh. And 77, Christophilos, or Christophilos, I should say. And the reserves for the Adelaide Comets, well, you're doing pretty well if you've got Andreas Weens on the bench at number 9. Number 15, Konstantinos Salamangos. Number 15, number 17, Lasana Smith. Number 18, Nathan Dimu, and the reserve keeper for the Adelaide Comets is Daniel Vaughan. And of course the coach there in the bottom left-hand corner is the great-looking Barney Smith, and he seems to be getting better with age, Rob. Seeing him
He looks pretty
today.
good.
He's trimmed up a lot.
The assistant coach, Con Antonio, looking very good. The team is just purring at the right time, aren't they?
5 points clear. Just it was a few weeks ago. It was only about 3 points separating the top 6, but now the cream coming to the crop, can we say?
And when was the last time this Comets team were on top of the table?
The last time
they won the premiership.
Well, when they finished top of the table,
finished top of the table,
they won that particular league, which was the second tier, State League 1, and got promoted. And the coach was
Barney Smith.
Right, so there's a little bit of superstition
and
going
by the
on
way, in that year they got promoted, he wasn't the coach. He had to step down due to work commitments.
Yeah, so he won the title and then stepped down.
Step down, yeah.
Don't think he'll be stepping down this time if they
certainly
complete
not.
that.
Okay, let's look at the Blue Eagles lineup, and it's not a bad lineup too. Number 1 in goals, as always, Richard Goss, very good goalkeeper. Number 4 is Christian Sortira. Spoke to his dad before the game commences, Sergio, and he's saying that his brother will be watching this game live in Italy, so Milan. So big hello to the Sortira family in Italy. Number 5 is Chris Anakiariko, the captain. Number 6 is Brylon Thawani. Number 8, Damien Cretton. 10, Hamish McCabe. Number 12, his brother is Liam McCabe. 15 is Christian D'Angelo. 23 is Hirofumi Kuchi. 18, Yohia Matsumoto. And 22, as we were talking about, Stefan Valentini, coming from Sydney, is he? Is that where he came from?
You're telling the story.
No, Victoria, Avondale. Victorian team coming to play. A very, very good player he is. Just one to watch. On the bench for the Blue Eagles is number 3, Paul Espina. Number 11, Evan Conavelas. 16, Tatenda Nia Rui. Number 19 is Stanisa Venanov. And reserve goalkeeper is Paul Riley.
Just on the Cheerios, Rob, Jim, the president, firstly I'd like to thank Jim and his staff here of the Comets. Some beautiful hospitality pre-match for us, feeding the entire LSA team. And Benny, that's what happens when you come late, mate. You miss the meals.
Benny,
if I could just finish.
You can finish.
Thank you, Jim.
And we need to go through the
also Jim's son,
officials that I normally do.
Jim's son is watching from overseas as well, Vasilios.
Okay.
Bill, big cheerio to you, mate, if you've tuned in. And Rob will check that out on the Facebook throughout the game.
Yeah, looking at the official, I haven't got the third official name. If you can get that for me, say when the officials come out, Benny, it'd be...
Have a look.
Yeah, it's Daniel Goodwin is the referee, senior referee, and the assistant is Harold Spanner. Actually check.
I'm a bit worried about the second
website.
official there. Hope he doesn't throw one into the game.
I was going to say that.
Oh, sorry. Yes, I've got to leave the comedy to
Works into the spanner. Works in the spanner. Yeah.
He better not throw one in.
Yeah, thanks, Jimbo. I heard that.
What is
I noticed Foyo's about
Neither
to walk
comedy
past
to
you
me.
guys serving suspension at the moment.
Yeah, do you know why?
No.
Okay.
I'll leave it.
Neither do I. Round 6 action here of the NPLSA, thanks to Sports Power Zorich Group. Great sportswear, footwear. Check them out online for the nearest store to you. And we are here at the SA Athletic Stadium. It's week 13 of the league, so we're over halfway, round 6.
And one player that the Comets will miss in today's game is Teti Yengi.
Yeah.
Got injured last week against the Blue Eagles, so he's one player that they'll miss. So, yeah, it'll be a little bit more tougher.
Okay, and I believe that wind is going to be picking up as the game goes on, apparently. Starting out at 35 kilometres. It is going to get worse throughout the afternoon. It's going to get stronger, yeah. But it's going to be fine. Beautiful sunshine For those of you joining us from around the world, wherever you might be watching, it's a beautiful day here in Adelaide. You'll probably be able to see the backdrop shortly. The building's there, but the flags are going hell for leather on our far right-hand corner. We're covered under the stadium here, SA Athletic Stadium. It reminds me of the old Kensington Sports Field, Rob.
It does. That was the good old days when they used to have the tunnel coming out of
Yeah, where Benny's standing just about
there on the ground.
So let's go through the selections. It's 24 degrees here actually. You can probably see that on the light pole here. And Jim was telling us, Rob puts his sunscreen on, even though we're under the cover of the grandstand.
With the wind, mate.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Jim was telling us about these new lights, fantastic new lights, and there it is, 3 o'clock on screen. And the temperature will come up very shortly. Beautiful 24 degrees here in Adelaide.
If the guys are comparing to those flags there, look at
shows
the
how
breeze.
strong the wind is here today. But the new lights here at SA Athletic
If one of the
Stadium,
camera guys can pick up those flags on the right.
there you go. Look at that, spot on.
Thank you, guys.
It's fairly strong. So
That is huge.
always an advantage maybe Ben to go with it in the first half, but hard to adjust to it against it in the second.
Yeah, you want to get off to a good start with the wind if you can. It's so unpredictable, really, to be honest, down here. So make the most of it while it's there.
Is it playing true from left to right?
It's all over the place.
It is? Okay,
Yeah.
very swirly. So we'll watch that. So Comets in very good form going into this game. Blue Eagles in good form as well. They've got the best form out of the top 6. They're the best form club out of the top 6 at the moment. So they'll be looking to build on that. And a win today for the Blue Eagles will get them into that top 6. And Comets will cement them. A win to Comets will cement them right at the top. They already got a handy 5-point buffer, and Barney will be very happy with that. Scoring 22 goals, Comets so far this season, almost 2 a game, and conceding only 12, which is about 1 a game. So should be a tight affair. Rob, not too many goals in this, I would say, today.
Oh, I don't know. With this breeze, whoever's going with this breeze can certainly crack it from outside this box. And
it's not always that easy to control the ball in this wind.
Just, we'll see what I reckon there'll be plenty of goals.
Is looking the best I've ever seen it since Comets have come into any of the Federation competitions, I think.
Yeah, well, we've had some good rain here this winter, so and some good sunshine. So for growth, there's no reason why it wouldn't be. And yeah, it does look good from up here as well, Ben. So Benny, do you want to put your neck out on the line to give us your selection for today's game?
Yeah, I've got to go with Comets.
Okay, I'll probably go along with Comets as well. They are the form team, top of the table. It'll be a tight affair though, but I will go with the Comets just.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident the Comets should win this ground. Last time they played each other, 0-0 scoreline, but this ground, there'll be goals. I think Comets will win.
Yeah, Martin's pitch versus this pitch, it's a lot bigger.
Yeah.
This is a smaller pitch, quite narrow. The fast ball movement that Comets play with as they go into their attacking third, that should be a massive advantage for them.
Well, last time here was last year, and Comets did win that game 2-1, but they don't have a great track record here at SA Athletic Stadium. As I mentioned, against the Blue Eagles, the last 9 home games, they've only won 3 and lost 5, and only 1 draw, so we could probably bet on a bit of a result going one way or the other here today. All right, well, it is round 6, week 13 of the competition.
You got Voya watching the game, so apparently he's been sent off last week, was it?
That's yes.
So he's watching from the back of the room here.
But won't he'll be able to watch it live on the at the game, won't he?
Watching,
You just can't be the
listening to us pre-game.
Oh, okay.
That's all it is.
So the players are making their way out onto the park, and Blue Eagles will be donning their white tops today with blue shorts, white socks, and the Comets in their traditional blue strip. Normally the Inter Milan black and blue, but I don't see too much black on that strip. And is it my eyes, Rob? But I don't see too much.
Yeah, there's the stripe, isn't it?
Anyway, Benny's out there. Maybe he could tell us. Have they got a new strip there, Ben?
New strip? It does look like a new strip, Barney. No new strip.
What happened to the Inter Milan?
That must be their away strip.
And they're playing at home. There's Barney down there talking to...
No, the other one, the other strip that you were referring to.
No, they got the black in there, in between.
Oh, yeah, that's
true.
very
faint, yeah.
Very
It's
faint.
a bit faint.
It's just my eyes deteriorating.
Yeah.
Of course, big Goss there in the fluoro green.
Normally happens when you get old.
The keeper there, he stands out. And there they are, the Blue Eagles and the Comets. Both teams in reasonably good or very good form, the Comets, and Blue Eagles best form outside the 6. So we're hoping for a good quality match today. The wind might detract a little bit from the skill, but pitch, Benny says, should play perfect.
Not forgetting, they've got Matsumoto in that team too, so that's the Blue Eagles. along with Valentini and the McKay boys. It's a good squad, isn't it?
Who won that all-important toss?
Good question. Should have been on that, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
Long
Well,
bowls.
They're throwing the balls to.
Yeah. Might put one in the car.
It's a Rob tactic. So it looks like they'll stay to their side. So Blue Eagles may have won that toss and are going to go with a breeze, well, with a wind at their back. I won't call it a breeze. It's fairly strong. Going from left to right of screen.
What do you call it? A wind?
A wind, yeah. That's not a breeze, that's a wind. Fairly strong wind. 24 degrees here in Adelaide. Looking forward to a great game. Rob will keep us up to date with the other games on today. One at 5 o'clock, one at 6 o'clock. But the other 4 kicking off at 3. And of course, very importantly for Modbury Jets today, they play Croydon just above them. They wouldn't want to let Croydon win that because the gap, obviously, it's a classic 6-pointer for Modbury today, but more importantly, Adelaide United, with those players coming back that Rob mentioned earlier on, are going to be under extreme pressure to avoid that relegation drop. So we're just about in readiness, Robbie. Comets will be kicking to left of screen against the wind. Blue Eagles in their all-white strip with the blue shorts will be kicking with it, going to right of screen. Round 6 action, all thanks to Sports Power Zorich Group, here live from the SA Athletics Stadium.
Greetings all the way from Utah, Alan Benton Court. Is that in America, Paul? Utah? Anyhow, the ball goes with Comets.
I'd say so.
I'd say so too. And they send it right-hand side. So you do want to make any comments on the Facebook page, the Football Federation of South Australia's Facebook page. We're live here at the SA Athletic Stadium. Comets with the ball on that far side. And the untop. Go short to Labasso. On the far side, Captain Welsh. Can't quite keep it in, and it's gone out for a goal kick.
So Labasso's got the pink boots, or the red boots, and the other one with the...
Aniato's got the pink.
The pink, and Yatesy's got the green, but they've both got the headband is what I was about to say, because it's very hard to distinguish from up here in the stands as Blue Eagles make their way out of defence. Trying to control it was Valentini, couldn't. Coming across to meet and getting there was Satira, good speed, so Blue Eagles now pushing forward. Try the through ball, didn't come off there from Crittenden. And now it'll be Comets through LeCornu coming away with it. And there's your first foul of the afternoon, Benny.
Yep, and I see what you mean. I think you were referring to Bladden and Yates in the midfield there. Were you, when you talked about Labasso's boots before? The two in the middle with the 2 headbands?
Yeah,
that's it.
Sorry, yes.
Yeah.
8 and 6.
So
although Labasso does have the man bun going off.
Quickly take the free kick. Christophilos, he played for Blue Eagles, Christophilos. And yeah, it goes to LeCornu. Trying to get towards Mavro Lombardis. That's gone over the sideline from Thuani. Christophilos will take the throw in.
So Bladden's got the, what do you call that, orange pink?
It's almost a pink, yeah.
And Yatesy with a lime. That's how we'll try and remember it.
So the cross comes in. Thuani will clear it with a breeze. Bladden in the way. Labasso loses out, goes to Liam McCabe. And that goes harmlessly to the keeper, Julian Torreson. Goes short, finds LeCornu. Short again, it went to Yates. So Ryan Yates does a pirouette. Goes to Ditmar. Back to Yates it goes, steps on it. Pressure on him, good pressure by Liam McCabe. No, sir, Valentini actually. He goes short, good work by Valentini. Let's end up with Welsh. Only as far as Liam McCabe. Just pushing it around at the moment, the Blue Eagles. Valentini was there as well. Hamish McCabe, Valentini does a bit of a trickery. Liam McCabe gets to cross, it's a low one. Cut out there by the Comets. Heading towards the centre of the ground. They do clear it in the end, and away goes Bladden.
Bladden now trying to push forward, but he's turned the ball over cheaply. So now Blue Eagles again. Grandstand side through Satira. Satira wants to go for a little bit of a run. He's only got one white shirt in the middle, so they hold the ball up. They come back to Crittenden. Now he approaches into the box, gets the cut back. No one in the middle to meet it for the Blue Eagles, and in the end it's cleared. Is that 11 or was that Labasso? I think it was. Yes, it was. The white boots. Blue Eagles, good start to this game. They'll come again. And that's McCabe with a shot that's just wide of the upright. First goal attempt, though, going the way of the Blue Eagles.
Torres not happy with something.
That's probably not a bad option, actually, that shot. Just got to fine-tune it a little bit.
So to be Torreson would take this goal kick. Right-hand side of the park. Dittmar all the way back to Torreson. He'll go short to Lecornu. As he goes short again. I think it was Bladden. It's cut out. It was. Holds in the breeze. Comets Beric was trying to get to it. Again, Bladden. But that's gone over the sideline. It will be a throw-in. Hello, can you share this video, please? It's very... Oh, sorry. Keep going.
What are you reading, Rob? Hopefully it's the FSA.
Go
Facebook
Blue.
page.
Darren Andrews says, "Go Blue Eagles" on the Facebook page. Comments.
And they're having a good spell at the moment, the Blue Eagles. Fawani now on the byline with a throw-in, goes forward. Taking it to the byline there, Satira. Couldn't win it, and it's a goal kick to the Comets. Against a very strong wind, favouring the Blue Eagles. Kicking to right of screen in the white tops.
Yeah, screw up that early in the game. Parry Hills 1, leading Metro Stars 0. 8 minutes played, thanks to Green Play Australia. So goal kick taken here by Torreson, holds up in the breeze.
Still got to the halfway line, so that's pretty good effort.
But it's skewing to the left, so the breeze is...
Well, Benny said it's swirling. Is that right, Ben?
Yeah, definitely.
Throws the ball, ends up with Valentini to Sortira. He goes down.
Too easy
Is
for
that?
me.
No. Yep.
Yeah, too easy. It's no way.
Good refereeing.
That was a good decision.
Just watching on
Seen him give
replay
him
there
before.
from the throw-in. Satira's been very prominent early. Nice little through ball. Keeping on side is what I like. Satira just fell over his own feet. Good defending by Lecornu. Didn't touch him. Good refereeing. Good all-round play. Wasn't a dive, he just lost his footing. So now Torreson sporting that cap. Very sunny here in Adelaide. Holds up to the halfway line, but gets to the halfway line. Roche got a head on it. But Blue Eagles will come again through McCabe. A little touch from Matsumoto. Turned over.
Welsh is going to win those headers 9 times out of 10, but they've got to be there for the second ball.
That's right, he's definitely got the height as Comets clear. Under a little bit of pressure, but they are against a fairly strong breeze.
The ball boys are best on ground so far.
Plenty of touches. Crittenden for the Blue Eagles. Back. D'Angelo plays it up forward, giving chase Matsumoto, and couldn't keep it in.
That's the problem with the breeze. Just timing it to a player, otherwise it'll go straight out.
He's got to get that short range passing happening.
Was there an issue with Matsumoto and his visa at one stage for Blue Eagles?
For Campbelltown.
Campbelltown?
Yeah.
So that's all been sorted?
That's what happened. Yeah, that's all been sorted with Blues.
Yeah, there's a cost involved, and I believe that the other club maybe
Couldn't pay it or something.
Yeah.
Something like that. Anyhow, it's up in the air it is at the moment. The Blue Eagles are looking okay at the moment. Sortira, good little player.
Been
Goes
very
out.
prominent.
Thawani throws it out. Looking for Valentini. Crittenden. It's looking all right, Crittenden. As he gets it out to Hamish McCabe, gets it in, trying to find Sortira. Again, that pass, you've got to perfect it with the breeze, otherwise it goes too long. So it'll be Lecornu to Dittmar. There'll be a rock of Gibraltar at the back, both players, as they go in. Cut out there by the Blues, but the referee...
Seen a free kick.
Daniel Goodwin, and see it in his infringement. Free kick looks like Welsh to take it.
So Welsh on the halfway line. He's going to leave it.
For Bladden.
Bladden coming across to take it for the Comets, just forward of centre. Might go short. Yates is on offer. That's been ignored. I think he's going to go long. Against that breeze, wind into the box. Thawani, good defensive work. Comes out as far as Yates. Crittenden, aerial ping pong, comes down to feet. Satira, very prominent for the Blue Eagles early. Goes wide to McCabe. It's the Liam type on the far side. Ball in dispute there. It'll come eventually to the Blue Eagles. Playing it back. D'Angelo goes short. Blue Eagles playing it up the line. Interesting challenge on the far side. Hip and shoulder. Anianto spits Matsumoto to ground.
Score update thanks to Green Play Australia. It's Adelaide City 1 leading Adelaide United 0. The other game, Parry Hills 1 leading Metros 0. Modbury and Croydon, it's 0-0. Here it's 0-0 here at the SA Athletic Stadium thanks to Green Play Australia.
Labasso plays it up the line, but he's turned it over cheaply. Now Blue Eagles, the throw in. McCabe. Hamish McCabe this time back to D'Angelo, plays it up the line to no one in particular. Cheap turnovers by both teams early in the piece. It's Kochi, who's that? Kochi at the back?
Yeah, Kochi looks like he's playing as a left back.
Left back, yep.
He's had a haircut and change of colour, so it's hard to recognise at the moment.
Looks a different person.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Far side, left back.
Oh, yeah.
So Thawani with a throw in. Matsumoto chips it forward. Satira's got some good pace because he starts in front of the defender, but the pace is so quick before Lacornu knows it, he's in front of him. One to watch.
If you can get the weight of that pass right, that'll be a very dangerous move, that. Very dangerous.
So Julian Torreson would take the goal kick here at the SA Athletic Stadium. Beautiful place to play soccer with the city in the background. As Torreson gets good distance over the halfway line, gets kept it low, didn't he? So you can certainly go with it as it goes in through Valentini into the arms of the keeper. Quickly throws it out to Detmar, looking for support. Bladden was there, goes to Bladden, right side of the park. I think it's Lobasso.
Yes.
He's got the ball and wins himself a throw, and he'll quickly take it. No, he won't. Now he stops and balks, throws it out, looking for Beric. Go backwards. Ditmar looks, gets past the player. Look to try and get it towards Welsh. Wasn't good, went straight to Goss, and he'll clear the ball for the Blue Eagles.
So over the halfway line with that clearance, aided by fairly good wind at his back. Christophilus to take the throw in for the Comets, goes backwards to Lacornu, to Detmar. Detmar looks up, not too much on offer, so goes wide. Comes back to him, and good pressure in the end. Valentini now needs someone in the middle, or he's going to do it by himself. Valentini one way, then the other shoots. It's been charged down, not cleared properly. Crittenden had a bit of a go. And in the end, Comets will get out of jail. They come away with the ball on the far side. Labasso with a long ball forward. Gee, if that got through, almost did. Good defensive work. Why D'Angelo couldn't keep his feet in the end. They'll come again. Here's a chance for Anianto, but there's a foul called up by the referee.
That was Anikiatiko, I reckon.
Anikiatiko, I think you're right.
It's almost an opportunity for some advantage there.
It was, sorry, there you go. On replay, Anikiatiko was slipping at the crucial moment.
There's a big game in the State League, guys. Sturt, I think, second spot up against West Adelaide. West Adelaide leading 1-0 at this stage in 18 minutes played.
Panthers and White City, a big game too. White City are having a good
That's
run at the moment.
still 0-0, mate.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. They picked up some good players.
Where's West Adelaide playing their home games?
I thought it was at Metro's ground.
Could be right.
Yeah, I don't know. Good point. They're playing that game away anyhow.
So it's a couple there over the ball.
Lobasso.
And Christophilus.
No, it's not Christophilus.
Left foot, near post, just wide of the
Yeah, it was
upright.
Christophilus.
It was.
Yep.
So 77 and 77 were together. They look like both 77s.
Yeah, the numbers need to
No,
be
that's number 11.
11 and 77, yeah, they look similar.
the numbers, that is, not the players.
That's so funny. The one's got a bit of a stroke on it. I don't know why they do that.
Yeah, big game. You're right about West Adelaide and Sturt Line.
Massive result for Playford, beating Bacalla 3-0 last night too. Benny Moore doing well down at Playford.
Yeah.
There's a chance now. Matsumoto and, gee, the defenders getting in each other's way. In the end, it's Yates that clears it, but they've turned it over. So Anianto now, Blue Eagles turned it over. Anianto with 3 white shirts around him. Blue Eagles went out in numbers, but they've turned it over cheaply. That's a good steal by Welsh. Oh, he tried to send Mavra Lombardas through. Didn't work. Blue Eagles now. Thuani plays it up the line. Tsumoto. Tiro under pressure, gets fouled. Play on, says the referee. It's all legal. Christopoulos played it short to Yates. Yates again, second ball at the cherry, and very interesting that one.
Yeah, Rob DeRosa just on the Facebook page. Yes, West Adelaide games are a TK Shutter reserve. And also Rob's mentioned in the beginning there that he got Valentini to Blue Eagles. So well done, Robbie. I don't know how he organised it, but
Did you get any commission on that?
he probably would have. And guys, Croydon are leading 1-0 against Modbury, thanks to Greenplay Australia.
Is that a number or a name? Going to see.
It's a number.
Okay.
I think both teams look better when they've got the short passing happening, just like that. It's
Comets going into attack. But
a no-brainer in these conditions.
Picks it up. This is a good game. As Goss easily over the halfway line. In the way, it's Lecogne. Over the sideline it goes. For a throw-in. Thuani will take it. Look for some support. Gets it from Sortira.
Very persistent.
And that'll go over the goal line. It will. And out for a goal kick. So in the State League, 1-1 Western Strikers and Adelaide victory. White City and Panthers is 0-0. Seaford and Adelaide Vipers is 0-0. And as I said before, West Adelaide leading 1-0 against Dirt Lions. Adelaide Hills and Fulham, their game is at 7 o'clock tonight. And in the Premier League, it's Croydon leading 1-0 against Modbury. Adelaide City leading 1-0 against Adelaide United. And Para Hills leading 1-0 against Metro Stars. Here it's 0-0. Adelaide Comets up against Blue Eagles, thanks to Greenplay Australia. As they're kicked there by Torreson. Goes all the way back though to keeper Goss. Very swirly breeze.
I think these conditions, it's the sort of game that you want to get wines on, I think. It's just got maybe a little bit more, I don't know. It's
a bit more grunt.
Yeah, I think they just look to be struggling a little bit up front for me to get into the game under these conditions. They're probably a little bit neater, a little bit that's a bit more polished, if that's the right way to say it.
Yep.
And these conditions aren't suiting the way they're playing.
Christopoulos. Free kick will go to Blue Eagles. Could have then been fouled. Anakiarika will take this free kick.
Just over 17 minutes gone this first half on the Greenplay Australia time clock. Greenplay Australia scoreboard still 0-0. Comets 0, Blue Eagles 0. Comets top of the table by 5 points, mind you. A gap of 8 points over Blue Eagles. Blue Eagles, a win here will bring them into the 6th this afternoon. As Goss goes for distance. Tsumoto just doing some dancing in the air. Not very effective. Anianto gets a nudge out. McCabe there, Liam. Needs support, gets it from his brother. Nice little touch on. Hamish McCabe one way, then the other for the Blue Eagles. Tip of the box, lays it off. Matsumoto with a shot from distance.
Whoa.
And just over the bar. Great shot from distance. Good goal attempt, Blue Eagles. And see this on replay. A nice little layoff by McCabe. Matsumoto from distance, and it was dipping. Keeper would have been a spectator in the end. Good dive, just over the bar. Goal attempts, Benny.
Yeah, that's the second off target for Blue Eagles, and Comets have had one off target.
So you'd imagine Blue Eagles will lead that stat by half-time, aided by a fairly strong breeze.
So Torreson will take this goal kick. Sends it over the halfway line.
Oh, have a look what's going on, yeah.
Berich and is that D'Angelo?
Let's have a look.
Yep. Just tussling.
See that just at the right of your screen? The two of them still on the ground. They get up now. It's not even Valentine's Day. What's going on? The referee's seen it as a free kick to the Blue Eagles for that jostling in a 50-50. Don't know how he picked that up, but anyway.
So I was going to say, I don't know what the replay showed, but I didn't see.
Wasn't conclusive.
50-50 to me.
So Comets going through Mevo, Lombardis, Berich to Welsh.
Oh,
Captain
another
Welsh
nudge there.
ends up with Matsumoto. Haven't seen his usual game as he goes in. That's too far.
Yeah, now as Brent said before, they've got to.
patient.
Yeah, it's just the wind though. They've got to adjust because those through balls. Tira's got the pace to get there. There's no doubt about that. But the slightest of touches, this breeze is going to make it amplify it by 3 times, 4 times at least.
I think in the second half that might be a better option. At the moment,
100%.
going through McCabe and Matsumoto, that combination as they go forward, that's just dangerous. And that's
Why
a
wouldn't
better
they
option
get
for them.
young ball boys, especially in a game like this with this, the ball's going 10 miles away?
Actually, you're right. There's none behind the goals.
Yeah. Well, the young lads, maybe we could have got a few around.
Well, they had a big day here. I think they had their under-17s play earlier this morning.
Oh, okay.
Before the 18s, and they've got the under-16s on after the first team. So it's a big day, all Comets
Okay.
versus Blue Eagles. A great idea by the club. But,
Fantastic.
we'd expect to see a few more people here, though, to be honest.
And I was mentioning this last week, how a lot of the juniors go home after their games or the previous leagues or divisions, whatever you want to call it.
It's hard when the parents are driving, isn't it? Because the players are getting younger and younger.
So Thuani with a throw in, Matsumoto. Over the sideline it goes. Croydon Kings take a further lead, 2-0 against Modbury,
Gee, Modbury in all sorts of trouble.
thanks to Green Play Australia.
They were 2-0 down this time last week as well, though.
True.
Very true. As it down the line it goes. Berich goes back. Christofilos though to Lecornu. To keeper Torreson.
He's getting some good penetration on those kicks,
Does.
considering.
Over the side, did he keep it in? Mevo Lombardis? No, he didn't. It'll be a throw in. Blue Eagles up against Comets, still 0-0.
I think Barney would be happy to go in 0-0. Just watch off the ball. Christofilos going at it with Valentini.
Well,
Just watch that.
Welcome to Adelaide.
Just watch those two, Benny.
Yeah, certainly will.
Might be some fireworks during the day here. Christofilos now with the throw in goes, finds Lecornu. He'll look to switch to Ditmar under a little bit of pressure, so he goes to his keeper, Valentini, applying that pressure. Good pressing. Matsumoto on the far side. This is good pressing by the Blue Eagles. A turnover. Tiro looks like he's changed sides.
Well, it's a
Changed
great
wings, I
tactic,
should
isn't
say.
it? Trying to force them to go long, I think. If you can push them up high against
Gates.
this wind, it's a great idea.
It's it for McCabe, couldn't control it, does on the second. Turns it over though on the third. It's a good turn there by Bladden, but he's had the ball taken off him. Matsumoto now for the Blue Eagles. Although they get back and defend. Lobasso on the far side now, plays it up the line for the Comets.
Notice the Tira's gone to the other side now, boys, as well. Maybe hoping to get some joy over that
Did
side.
say that, and even Robbie picked it up.
Oh, did you?
I think don't worry about the
You're getting-
coronavirus, it's the
you're
Peppercelli
getting
virus
Peppercelli
that's
virus,
spreading.
mate.
As now,
It's very contagious.
very Blue Eagles
Which
now.
proves no one pays attention to Paul. That's all.
It's okay. McCabe, who's flick sides
Ooh.
with a left foot shot
Ooh.
just off target.
Well done, Liam.
It's their third, isn't it, Ben, off target?
It is.
Thanks to
And,
Green Play Australia.
As he was approaching that, I expected a better
Just
outcome.
Watching on the replay, just didn't connect properly. He had everything going for him, the balance. It just might have bobbled at the end. No, it was looked flat, just bad connection.
Yeah, good try.
There by Liam.
I actually think Liam will get some joy over this side, to be honest. It might be a good idea, that swap.
Switch with Satira, so we'll see what happens.
So Torreson again holds up in the breeze. That one at halfway line. Matsumoto's there. Still wearing those gloves on a warm day.
Handball.
There's a free kick to the Blue Eagles.
Just not sure that's Yohei's best position as the 9. I think I'd rather
Yeah, I
see him
agree.
out wide.
I agree.
I mean, against Dittmar and the corner, he's going to struggle if they don't get the ball to his feet and get it in behind.
It is a strange position for him. Normally loves to run on the wings. But I presume they'll switch and swap a few times as Valentini was there. Ends up with Matsumoto. This is where he's dangerous. Goes short to Hamish McCabe. Ends up with Crediton.
Oh.
He was trying to do a trick, but he loses out. Here they go in a counter, but Thawani does well. Classy player, Thawani. Goes to Liam McCabe, but ends up with a throw in quickly taken here by Comets Christophilos to Lecornu. He sends it deep into attack, holds up in the breeze. Captain Welsh was up there. Funny looking clearance there by trying to pick him up. That was Anikiata, the captain. And away go Blue Eagles. And it's ended up with Lecornu going short once again to Bladden.
Bladden down the middle of the park. A lot of turnovers by both teams. Chance was for the Comets. They might get another bite. They won't. Now McCabe through the middle of the park. Crittenden turned it over cheaply but gets a second bite at the cherry. Too heavy on that touch. And Lecornu will tidy up to his keeper. Tells Torreson to go long, and that's what he does, but he'll direct it. And you're right about the no ball boys situation here. It's strange because a lot of the kids normally do that.
Demi Panna's got his work cut out for him, that's for sure. Just on Yohei, they might be also thinking that the lack of width of the pitch might not suit him in those wide positions. Might be another reason why they've got him more central.
So from the throw, goes straight through to the keeper.
You can certainly rotate the kids every second week, whatever they play here. You can have one under 10 team, one under 12 team. Even the girls, the young girls getting involved.
So Torreson gets good distance on that one outside his box just about though. Comes down now to feet. Chance for the Comets, the shot there. Didn't get the power he would have liked though, Ninko Beric.
First shot on target for the game.
Soft one at that.
Yeah.
Easy save for the keeper. So now Blue Eagles. Matsumoto on the far side, had the ball taken off him. Good feet by Bladden, I think it was on that far side. Now Valentini for the Blue Eagles. Satira, the runner. Gee, if one ever gets through, look out. Valentini again. He's got a couple of blue shirts around him. And does well to win the throw-in. So Blue Eagles well into attack. Corner flag getting a workout with that wind. Throw in for the Blue Eagles.
It's on the far side at the moment.
It's Kochi.
Kuchimama throws it in. Crediton, Sortira. Live wide,
nice.
well done, Sortira in the box. Oh, he was looking at maybe going down again, but he balked, didn't he? He stopped that time.
Good defending by Lecoy. I'd just
Had to
like
be,
to
didn't it?
see that if we can. You're right, he had a bit of a hesitation. Maybe he thought about shooting first time and did well to keep on his feet.
I like his pace and the way he stops.
Yeah, and balance as well. There's
Yeah.
a chance he could have gone first time, but maybe Lecornu too close to him in hindsight. That split second hesitation. Good defending by the Comets. That's why they've only conceded 12 goals in 12 games.
West Adelaide 2-0 up now against Sturt Lions in the State League 1, and Adelaide victory leading 2-1 against Western Strikers, thanks to Green Play Australia.
Ball holds up.
I'm not sure what Lecornu's injury was when he was not playing, but he's certainly looking very fit.
Yeah, he was on the bench last week, and came back last week, started on the bench.
So from the throw-in now, Blue Eagles. Matsumoto under pressure, two around him. Comets win out in numbers. Beric goes short. Bladden. The Bees combine and they go to the far side. Labasso under pressure, heavy touch. McCabe steals it off him. It's the Hamish type. In the middle of the park, Valentini now. Coming deep to get the ball, Liam McCabe. Little touch through, but ill directed. Welsh will come away with it for the Comets. Tries to send one of his attackers on a run, and it was Anianto couldn't control it. Thawani clears it, and Barney Smith doing some goalkeeping down there.
Looking good. Christophilos with a throw-in. Right on the halfway line. looking for support. Goes down the line. And
That
that's
came in.
Here's a question for you, Rob. Would Barney Smith be the goalkeeping coach at the Comets?
Oh, they got Batesy, Matthew Bates down here, the goalkeeping coach.
oh,
D'Angelo
Barney wasn't a good keeper, we know that. No, just kidding.
played NSL.
He
Here's
watches
the
his
chance.
back, so I've
Berridge
said
gets
that
fouled, and
deliberately.
that's a free kick to the Comets in a very promising position. Matsumoto disputing that decision, but I'm pretty sure that was obvious as we watch on replay. It's the defending header. Here comes Berridge, receives here, and he'll be fouled by Matsumoto. Referee right on the spot, so he couldn't dispute that from there. So Comets, free kick in a very promising position. Very central, just outside the 18-yard box. Christopoulos looks like the man to take it. No one's around him wanting a piece of it. Quite a tall wall there for the Blue Eagles, so you would hope that they'd do their job. So Christopoulos now for the Comets, shoots over the bar, and they did do their job. Put him off enough to make him go to the other side. And that's a goal kick to the Blue Eagles. Still on the Green Play Australia scoreboard, 0-0 here at SA Athletic Stadium, and on the Green Play Australia time clock. We're approaching half an hour gone this first half.
done right. Comets with this breeze. Not conceded. So it's Blue Eagles. D'Angelo. Looking in the way though is Dittmar. Captain Welsh was there. Also for the Blue Eagles was Hamish McCabe. But winning the ball, Anianto. Looking for Lobasso, I reckon, on that right side, but that didn't quite get to him.
Anianto, yeah, went in a little bit too enthusiastically. We'll see on replay here. He's just got to watch it.
That's Comets' third foul for the half versus Blue Eagles' 4 fouls.
Lost possession of the ball, in dispute. Anianto late and untidy, and a definite free kick. Foul count, Ben?
We had 4 for Blue Eagles and 3 for Comets. 7 in total for the half.
Thanks to Green Play Australia, those stats.
So the goal kick or the free kick taken by the keeper. Oof, with a fresh area there. As it goes out. That was from Bladden, I reckon. Liam McCabe was there. Bladden again. Looking for Mavro Lombardis.
Oh.
And try to get, can he keep it in? No, he can't. Berich, Ninko Berich.
Be interesting to see if Berich has more of an impact with the wind in the second half. He's struggled to get into the game, I think, this first half.
I liked his game against Raiders.
Definitely.
Play that night.
Yeah, he looked very lively that night.
Warmer conditions affects players too out
Yeah,
there.
that's true. Yeah.
I think this breeze is the hardest thing to contend with.
There's Thawani. Dittmar got his head to it. But Comets, Bladden, he's the go-to man. Got it out to Yates. As it goes out.
It's a foul.
Bit of holding. Nevertheless, it was there. Referee right on the spot. So another foul against the Comets. They are mounting up a little bit. You're probably right about that sunscreen, but I reckon you're in a safe spot there.
Now the breeze, if you haven't got sunscreen, mate, you're going to burn.
You think so?
100%. Are you going out tonight?
I do have an appointment.
We're going there. You're going there looking like a beetroot, I reckon.
It's going to be dark, so it'll be all right. So Goss got some good distance on that, and Dittmar's, oh, he's considered the corner. Well, it's interesting.
First corner of the game, according to my stats.
Green Play Australia stats. I wouldn't dispute that. Benny, I think you're right on the money there. Do you think now with about 13 minutes of normal time this half, Voy will be saying shoot on sight with this wind?
If he can communicate to his coaching staff, I'm not sure, because he's sitting over there under that shade.
He's got to take some chances, I think, with this wind. Hasn't been exploited. Matsumoto gets the corner kick, nicely floated but very deep. Tiro's at the back lurking. Anianto under pressure for the Comets, gets felled.
Done well there.
And it's a free kick to the Comets. Yeah, I just think it's time to sort of try and exploit this wind.
Yeah, you've got to unleash a few shots. Make the most of
just
this last 10 minutes with the wind.
So Torreson will take this free kick. Another score update, Croydon leading 3-0 now. I don't think they're going to come back this time. Benny Modbury,
No,
3-0
very
down,
difficult now.
and we've played 35 minutes. Be interested to see how many Costanzo's got. He knows where the goals are, doesn't he, the young lad? As it goes on that far side, Bladden.
Offside.
Behind the best players, as he's had the ball a lot, hasn't he, Bladden?
So would you stat that scene that the referee actually
Nah.
didn't stop? The flag went up, but it didn't get stop play, did it? So Goss with a big release, winded his back. Valentini got a head on it. Christopoulos will see it over the line for a Comets throw in. See those flags in the background going hell for leather. And Blue Eagles are aided by that fairly strong breeze going from left to right, but a bit swirly down at ground level, says Ben Dale. So Christopoulos now with a throw in up the line. McCabe got his head on it. Berich under pressure. Welsh try to push it forward.
It's interesting because I'm not sure how many coaches in this league at this level would have 2, 3, 4 different game plans to adapt to the conditions, because you come in with a game plan for your players, for the opposition team, and then the conditions like this can just throw it completely out the window.
Fair call.
So there's Lecornu to Ditmar. He gets it into attack. Ioane in the way though. And as far as Christopoulos. Whoa. You said it was going to get
That's a decent ball though.
stronger.
Oh.
So offside flag goes up.
It's knocked over my scoreboard.
Might have to hang on to that monitor, Jimbo.
Did it move the monitor?
It's blowing it.
Jeez.
Anyhow, so it'll be a free kick. Goss will take it, the keeper.
With the
Blue
forecast
Eagles.
is for it to get windier, stronger I should say.
So Goss thumps it over the halfway line. Up went Lecornu. And over the sideline it will be a throw in. Mobry's pulled one back, 3-1. Croydon leading, thanks to Green Play Australia. As it goes to Valentini, Ioane. Berich wins it. Try to go short. Blue Eagles have won it again. Valentini goes over the sideline for a throw in. Played just on 36 minutes. Green Play Australia scored. Board it is 0-0. Here at the SA Athletic Stadium, the home ground of Comets, Adelaide Comets. That's Ioane. Matsumoto to Valentini. Knows where the goals are. Squares it up. Liam McCabe goes down. Doesn't get the free kick cleared here. Only as far as D'Angelo. He goes short. Gucci in the way though.
All the way cheaply there.
To Yates. Is this Berich or it's Christopoulos? Player goes down. Free kick. Daniel Goodwin on the spot. Yates went down.
Liam McCabe limping a little bit here. He took a knock just from a bit earlier.
So Christopoulos to take the free kick for the Comets. Just shy of the halfway line, or just over the halfway line, I should say, into their attacking zone. Should put it to the tip of the 18-yard box. That's the way it goes, in fact, too close to the keeper. Probably got better distance on it than he thought he would. And Goss says, thank you very much.
And Adelaide United Youth have pulled one back. So it's 1-1, Adelaide City 1. Adelaide United Youth 1, thanks to Green Play Australia.
Off the side of the boot, but McCabe does well. Ioane, back to McCabe. Cretton short, didn't want him. Matsumoto, back to McCabe. Now to Cretton. They've got runners. Here's a chance of Valentini. One way, then the other. I thought it might have been a foul, but play on, says the referee. Mavro Lombardis could not control it properly. And that's gone out of play. Interesting passage of play there.
I think he made a meal of it.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, watch the
See on the
replay.
replay there.
He made a meal of that.
Don't know about a meal, maybe a snack.
Yeah.
It was a good build-up though, wasn't it? to that point?
Absolutely.
So it's Ioane with a throw in, right hand side of the park. Valentini's been busy. Mavro Lombardis was there. Welsh, Captain Welsh clears it. Only as far as D'Angelo, he's got his captain and a Chiara next to him, but decides to go safety.
The difference I find between the Blue Eagles when they go into attack and Comets don't have enough support players.
Spot on, 100%.
And Blue Eagles seem to hunt in packs.
Yep, they got the numbers when they go forward, don't
Exactly. Valentini gets a shoulder on it, or a back. Yates tries a through ball. Here's a chance for Berich. Plenty of white shirts around him, and Blue Eagles win out in numbers, but they turn it over.
they? Yates and Bladden are quite similar players, so they sort of sit relatively deep.
Yep. So it'll be a throw in to the Blue Eagles. Thawani takes it. Valentini.
39 gone, Rob. Would you start popping them from anywhere now with that wind at your back?
I would have popped them from the beginning. Anywhere. As they go into attack, they tending to go long against the breeze.
I'm just shocked that they're still doing that, to be honest. It just doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
So the Stewarts are earning their money today, aren't they?
Straight to the ice bath at half time.
Done more running than some of the players, maybe. Chasing those balls. So from the throw, Christopoulos into the box. Couldn't be met by one of his teammates. Welsh is up there. Mavrolambanis, good turn. Gets it into the box, headed away by the Blue Eagles defence. Valentini waited on it. Yates got there first. There's a chance for Welsh. He's in the box, takes it to the byline. Runs out of line in the end.
He knows where the goals are. He scored a hat-trick last week, Welsh.
That'll be a goal kick to the Blue Eagles. So still 0-0 on the Green Play Australia scoreboard. And we're approaching 40 minutes gone in that first half on the Green Play Australia time clock. Live from the SA Athletic Stadium, this is NPLSA Round 6, proudly brought to you by Sports Power Zorich Group.
Round 6, but week 13. So we played 13 games.
Unlucky for some, Rob. Who's it going to be unlucky for?
Well, they drew last time 0-0. It's heading that way, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
Still 0-0. So it is a goal kick. Goss over the halfway line. In the way, it's Yates. And as far as Thawani, he's at the ball a fair bit too. Gets it down the line. He's looking for Valentini. Cleared. It's gone over the roof. Didn't think it would reach it. Yeah, it's going where my car is. As it goes over the sideline. Funny looking clearance there by Yates. But Welsh, that's offside.
It looked offside to me, yeah.
It will be once he...
Pretty late call, though.
Yeah, but
it was.
the rules are stupid.
There's the ball back.
Can't put your flag up till he touches it.
Yeah, I don't like that rule, to be honest. But anyway.
If he's offside, put it up straight away. So
And he's in the vicinity of the
and
ball.
you could get injured, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
the
true.
keeper could have come out and...
That's right. Very good point. So D'Angelo to take the free kick for the Blue Eagles. Tries to find McCabe. Christopoulos in the way. Concedes the throw in though. So Comets doing well against this breeze, strong wind or breeze. 0-0. They'll have it in the second half, but then they'll have to also adjust to it in the second half. So it's easier said than done sometimes. Thawani shaping up for the long throw here for the Blue Eagles. Gets it into the box. Gee, that's pretty good.
Wow.
It's headed backwards. There's a chance. It's a tear at the back and the head collision. Referee stops the game straight away.
Massive throw.
Just watch this on replay. This is almost as good as a corner. Right onto the penalty spot from that throw.
A little fella too.
Yeah. And the clash of heads there. Valentini going down.
That's bad. There must be a lot of blood there. He's taking his top off. Is that Dittmar?
Is that Dittmar?
Yeah, I think it. Oh no, actually, it must be Lecornu.
It's Lecornu and Valentini. Valentini's on his feet walking around.
Looks like he's got a bit of claret as well, though.
Satira lurking just in that replay, but back to...
warm conditions, players getting a drink.
I think they're a bit concerned about Lecornu. There's Valentini on screen. He's okay. Might have the blood rule. They might have to patch him up a little bit.
He was very quick to take his top off and apply the pressure to that area. Yeah. So he must have been concerned about the amount of blood that was coming out, I would expect.
Oh, you're down there at ground level, Benny.
Yeah, there is a lot of blood. Yep.
From
Valentini
who?
The same as well. Valentini here. He's
So both players will have to be
like
stitched up, maybe, because...
I don't have a medical degree, but I'm thinking stitches are definitely in line for both players.
Well, lucky they're only 2 minutes away from half time, so they can get some treatment. So it is Lacornia and Valentini who have had the head collision.
So Lacornia got his Guernsey on the wound, is he? Okay.
Any chance to get his top off for the cameras?
Oh, that's a big call. Big call. So it looks like they're both going to play on with 10 aside. As I said, we're only a couple of minutes away from half time.
Well,
so
obviously Valentini's not as bad.
There's still a firm in the.
It's right in front of you, Benny.
Yeah,
How
there's quite a bit of blood there.
Oh, okay.
Gonna do a bit of work to get patched up.
God forbid Ben gets up off his seat, eh, Rob? He's turning into
My
you.
lazy boy seat.
I think so.
All I need now is a recliner.
I thought you would want to stretch your legs a little bit, move around. And
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
so back to the live action. Thawani under pressure. Goes for the safety of the line. That'll be a Comets throw. So both teams down at 10 men. Both their players receiving treatment. How's Valentini? It looks like they
Bit of work still.
bit of work still.
I'd imagine they'd have to change his top.
Welsh
There's a
gets
fair
the
bit of
chip
blood on it.
inside. It's onside. Navarro Lombardas tried to get the cut back, but Thawani in the way.
Both
That'll
players
be
are
a foul.
probably better off going in the change room.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
We're at 30 seconds away from half time, so get them patched up properly.
What if you need a doctor?
I don't know about the specifics of the blood rule, but there is a reasonable amount of blood on his top, and I'd be
Yeah, you
pretty sure
can't.
they'd want to swap that.
Yeah, they
So
can't.
chance for a volley from distance. And that was Bladden just off target. So how
Third
many
shot off target
off
for Comets,
target?
1 on target, and 3 off target for Blue Eagles.
So goal attempts in total apiece.
4 for Comets, 3 for Blue Eagles.
Gee, that's surprising. Blue Eagles with this wind. And they haven't tested
They
the
looked
keeper
down
more.
dangerous in the beginning, didn't
Yeah,
they?
they looked like that was almost going to be a tactic.
Yeah.
When Yohei had that long range shot, but they haven't really tested the keeper at all, have they?
Yeah.
So there was with Thawani. Goes back to his captain, Anikiarako, to D'Angelo. Even further wide,
Okay.
Hamish McCabe.
Scotchy moved up.
Looking for a play there. Ends up with D'Angelo. Goes short to Anikiarako. Just pushing it around at the moment to each other. Kuchi might have moved forward a bit. As they go through, that's offside, I
Ooh, it doesn't give it.
No.
Flag stayed down.
Matsumoto.
Oh, gee.
Didn't look up
Reasonable
though.
ball too. But
Well, you got to look up to see if
Yeah.
anyone's there.
So Lacornia going in, which he should have probably done from the get-go. Now he's finally going in. And Valentini's getting taped up on the sideline.
he won't
Got
be
it.
back on before half time.
Got a few big boys on the bench for Comets. So it's cleared here by Thawani.
No.
Chesson.
Handball.
It's called handball.
Hit him on the chest.
See if we can pick it
Goodman
up on
wouldn't
the
have been able to
replay.
see it from there.
So the referee came over to the Blue Eagles bench. He's just explaining his decision, which is probably good refereeing too.
I think, yes.
Hit his chest, didn't hit his arm.
Well, he's explaining what he saw.
Yeah, that's true.
If he saw different, saw wrong, that's a different issue. At least here's a
this is a
chance.
problem here.
Matsumoto now with the
Oh,
speeds.
that's off too,
Oh,
is it?
I tell you what, was he the last man? But
That
not even
is
a
a-
free kick.
Ooh,
There's
gee, I
something
tell
to
you
talk about at half-time. We're watching your half-time highlights. As Dittmar living very
Definitely a foul.
dangerously. Welsh gets the ball up. Anianto up front there at the
Can you
moment.
not give that as a foul at least?
I don't know.
Well, if it isn't, then it's a yellow card to Yohei, isn't it?
Anyway, Thawani comes again for the Blue Eagles. He's got the pace over Christopoulos. Matsumoto tries to turn. He's on his left foot, shoots, and it's stopped this time. Had to be saved.
Their first shot on target.
Gee, coming in the 48th minute. And,
Try and go back to that incident in a minute. There's a big kick there by Julian Torresen over the halfway line, and that's
half
half time.
well, we'll just see if we can bring that replay up as Benny attempts to get someone. And here's the replay, Rob.
No, wrong
No,
one.
that's the shot. So, we'll see
Yeah,
if-
the one before that.
on
Jimbo.
before that. Benny,
There
Why can't I talk to you? Why can't I talk to you?
So one of the coaches has got a yellow card for Blue Eagles, and we'll go down to Benny.
I've got Hamish with me, Hamish McCabe. How did you see that first half playing out? The wind very, very strong.
It's a really, really hard pitch to play on. And to be honest, this wind's playing massive games.
Yeah.
But I think, to be honest, with a half like that, we're happy with that.
Yeah,
well, I think we have
would've
most of the
thought
chances.
so.
Yeah.
I thought maybe because the width isn't there, and that's where you guys are really quite dangerous, that maybe there might have been a few more shots from distance with the wind, and we did talk about that during the first half. What did you think?
I think, look, when we have the chance to shoot, we shoot, but we probably could have had a couple more. There was a couple of times where we're in the box and we're not shooting. But look, we go again, and hopefully we can get a goal and try and win the game.
The combination with your brother Valentini
we're doing well.
Yohei,
We're doing well.
nice combination there. Yeah.
But look, it's going to be a good second half. It's going to be hard, but both teams are here to play, aren't they? So
good luck for the second half.
Thank you so much, Ben.
Well, a very tight first half there. Well done, Benny Dale. I thought it was someone talking to you. Let's have a look at that incident if we can, Jimbo, just before we go to the halftime break. Benny, get ready with some stats. We'll just see if we can see that Matsumoto incident, whether there was a foul in this or not. He's through. Gee, that's a foul for me, Rob. I don't know.
Definitely a foul. The leg was out there.
Yes, he got the ball, but he got also quite a bit of the man, and just again on the closer. No, that's a foul. Yes, he got the ball first. Oh, I suppose he did get the ball first by quite.
Yeah, but you still collected the player too.
Yeah, but
ball and play, it should have been a free kick.
Hard one. Anyway, Benny, let's get here we go again.
Yes.
Hang on, sorry, mate. Just he got a lot of the ball.
His thigh got him.
Yeah, but he got him late, Rob. He got the ball, and then about a millisecond afterwards, the play.
Still a foul.
Collected. Anyway, down to you, Benny, with some halftime
Yes, we're just on the fouls. That's there was 6 for Blue Eagles in that half, 4 for Comets, 2 offsides for Comets, none for Blue Eagles, and shots off target 3 for Comets and 3 for Blue Eagles, and both teams had 1 shot on target and 1 save each.
Those stats thanks to Green Play Australia. Rob, some scores around the ground thanks to Green Play Australia.
Yeah, all half-time scores. Croydon Kings 3, leading Modbury 1, Adelaide City 1, Adelaide
Uni.
I was going to Adelaide United Youth, sorry. Yeah. It's 1-1 there. And Para Hills 1, leading Metro Stars 0. And obviously here at the SA Athletic Stadium, it is Adelaide Comets 0, Blue Eagles 0.
It's round 6, all thanks to Sports Power Zorich Group. We're live from the SA Athletic Stadium. We'll take a short break and then we'll come back with the second half. But you can have a look at those half-time highlights just after the break. Back shortly with more.
I'm just going to back the trailer in.
Can you bring it as close to the house as you can?
Don't you mean our house?
Oh, yeah. Our house. Our house. I like how that sounds. I don't like how that sounds.
Is this close enough?
Make sure you have RAA Home and Contents Insurance. All claims are handled here in SA. Get a quote today. RAA.
Keep on moving on.
I like this one.
Oh, nice. Have you thought about insurance?
I'm just doing an online quote now.
New car? Get RAA Comprehensive Car Insurance. RAA.
Keep on moving on.
Where the wind is picking up, Benny Dale's gone for his tracksuit top. It's round 6 action, all thanks to Sports Power Zorich Group. And there's the beautiful skyline of Adelaide. And it's a beautiful day here. We've had a horrid winter. What's all that noise in the background?
I've been asked by one of the Facebook page write-ups here, are you showing the under 16 JPL? Because that's actually been played straight after this game.
The under 16s JPL. Well, that's probably a question they'd need to direct to the Federation.
No, we're not, by the way.
We just do what we're told.
And that was from Bakos Bohemian, something like that.
A lot of those names aren't real, you know that, Rob.
Probably
don't you?
not.
So, back at the SA Athletics Stadium, where the scoreline is Comets 0, Blue Eagles 0. Comets at the top of the table by 5 points.
But it's a good initiative by Comets because they started off with the young under 17s. It started early in the morning. Then they went with the obviously the under 18s or the juniors, reserves, and obviously the first team. And after the first team game, there's going to be an under 16 JPL. Comets versus Blue Eagles, which is good. Good.
Well, they've got a lot of teams here. Just speaking to the Prez off camera, and even the women's team are great.
Which Prez is this?
Jim, president
Yep,
of the Comets.
you didn't say Jim, you said the Prez.
Yeah, sorry.
That's okay.
I always probably refer to the home team. That
We don't know that, do we?
no, true. But they're got a very good foundation, the Comets.
Yes.
With their women's team, their juniors. In fact, I was hearing that they had to turn away over 150 juniors.
And they've got their new pitch, haven't they? Ellis Park.
Yes.
Around the corner.
Just behind
Yep.
Adelaide High. They're hoping to one day get their home games there.
They need to fence that up. That's the rules in the Premier League. There's no fence around it at the moment.
Yeah, but that's okay because apparently a fence was put up for a SANFL ground or a footy ground and a cricket ground. So I know where the poorer cousins. Soccer always treated second rate in this country. But
Paul, you mentioned during the first half, would Barney be happy going in half-time at 0-0? When I just spoke to him then, and he is quite happy at 0-0.
Absolutely.
He does believe it's a 2 or 3 goal win.
Absolutely.
Although it has dropped off a little bit, so it'll be interesting to see how that's
the
not
flags,
being consistent.
The flags are still there. So.
Now, there it comes again. Anyway. But yeah, it was a good answer. I thought I'd ask that question because you asked it during the first half, and it was a good question.
Well, the forecast is it's going to actually pick up.
Yeah, that's true.
As the evening goes, or as the afternoon goes on. So Blue Eagles didn't really exploit that too much, I thought. The shots, the goal attempts, Ben, if we can go through that.
Yes, the goal attempts, there was 4 for Comets, which was only 1 on target.
Against the wind?
Yep, and 4 for Blue Eagles with 1 on target.
Yeah, strange.
So,
I would have thought they would have had a few more pop shots from distance. Just to test the keeper, it's swirling. It's not really true, the wind, so would have tested the keeper.
This could be it will be a very interesting half, won't it? A few more headbands out there in the second half.
Oh, of course, yes.
Because of the injuries, yeah.
Valentini's back out there, the white headband, and Lecornu.
Looks like Pat Cash without the mullet. I'll leave the jokes to you, Rob.
He looks like Pat Cash.
We could hear the pin drop.
Without the mullet. I was trying to work out with.
No, but you've got to get new material. You can't copy Ben's material.
No. Yeah, that's right.
So
no one laughed when I said it, so
that's right.
So we're just about in readiness for the second half at the SA Athletics Stadium. Blue Eagles this time will be going against the wind to left of screen. Comets in the blue going to right of screen with the wind. And you would fancy Comets from here on in, both having 4 goal attempts. But the Blue Eagles not probably exploiting that wind too much.
So kickoff on the way. Goes out to Crediton, to Thawani, had a good first half. The Blue Eagles. Cape had it, but that's come unstuck. Here they go. That's an offside call, I reckon. But not picked up by the referee's assistant. And that's goes over the sideline for a throw-in. Try and pick up if there's any changes, Benny.
I didn't see any, no. No, I didn't hear
How's the
any.
battery, Benny?
Any
Can you hear that?
Yeah, I can hear that. I can hear that.
Yeah,
Yes.
I heard it a little bit in the first half.
That's why I'm thinking
Goes
it might
out.
be on the way out. You might want to change it.
Lob
Just to see what
bustle.
happens.
Blue Eagles with the ball. Hamish McCabe. Sortira. Loses out though. Goes to Barrich. As it goes on that far side. Cleared by the Blue. Hamish McCabe again. Kuchik got it over towards Valentini. Looks like he's recovered with a head knock. Again, it's Kuchi. Not a good pass straight to Lobasso. Anianto. Try to do a pirouette. Kuchi. Short, he goes to Hamish McCabe. They go to attack. It's a good ball. That is not offside to me. He goes down. That should be a free kick.
That's a red card.
And it could be a red card.
I think he's in trouble.
No,
It's yellow.
it's only yellow.
Oh, gee.
What they're doing nowadays.
It wasn't
It
goal
was like that
scoring.
last week too.
Yeah, he was going away from goal. Watch on
I
replay,
don't see
Rob.
how they can argue with him pointing in his face. I think that's pretty poor,
It was
poor form, actually.
Just on the replay, outside the box, going away from goal. Good decision. Just a free kick. Yellow card, yes, because he was the last defender, but definitely not
Yeah,
red.
he didn't touch him.
Oh,
So he's
hard to
giving-
see from that, Rob.
So he's
He didn't
giving
touch him.
Matsumoto a yellow card.
I believe that's a Matsumoto yellow
Yeah.
card. He did not touch him.
Well, you're right, because Comets are getting the free kick.
Wow. That's the
Watch the replay,
that's
Paul.
the benefit of the replay because it didn't look like that to me.
And
Live.
that was the battery, Benny, so that
Didn't
was...
touch him.
That
Did
was
not touch
waning.
him.
Yeah, good
Good,
pick up, Rob.
good refereeing.
So ditch that battery, mate. I think. Or is it still there, that noise?
I think it's a connection too close. Push it away.
This?
There. One of those.
What about if I go?
Or maybe my view.
Yeah.
I'll put it there.
You're right, that was it.
Merker?
Yes.
Yeah, because that's the only... Yeah, it's come
Yeah,
back.
get rid of it.
Yeah, what was that?
Yeah, Rob Peppicelli
Oh,
first.
it's only my phone because I was...
Big
trying to-
interference.
Yes.
It's just interfering everywhere.
Yeah, just wasted that
If it's
battery
not-
too.
Did you chuck it away, did you?
Lucky I got a sponsorship from Cheapest Jibs.
Yeah, it was my pacemaker. over there.
Peppicelli's mobile phone.
I'm to giving the score updates for you. Anyhow, so it's a throw in.
Nice not to hear that noise in my ears now.
Throw in here on the right hand side. The Comets,
Back to the
Adelaide
action.
Comets looking for Captain Welsh over the
2:22
sideline.
going on.
Hamish McCabe with a throw in. So it'll be Gucci. Matsumoto
That's nice.
getting a ball to Crediton. That'll be a
Stira.
corner kick. No,
Zero, yeah.
It's
it's
terrible.
a goal kick.
Started lively in the first half, started lively in the second, but faded.
So that was the first yellow card of the game.
Yes,
Matsumoto.
thanks to Green Play Australia, those stats.
He hasn't been the same player this year, hasn't he? Matsumoto. Very good player, Campbelltown.
So now here's a chance for Nianto for the Comets. They're into attack. They got their breeze at the back. Big Welsh, he gets a header and a good save. Very good work there by the Comets. First shot in anger of the second half. Beautifully weighted ball by Anianto watching on replay. Welshie, beautiful balance, but too close to the keeper.
Gee, Metro Stars in trouble today.
Don't say it's 2-0.
2-0 down.
Would be the ball over of the season so
Against
far,
Met-
wouldn't it?
Adelaide United, Adelaide City still 1-1. Croydon still leading 3-1. Here at the SA Athletics Stadium. Comets nil, Blue Eagles nil. Thanks to Green Play Australia.
Just with Matsumoto as well, I mean, Blue Eagles' game plan is very different to Campbelltown's, and you think about the combination with Marino and Detroit, that was just electric, that attacking lineup they had, and he really complemented those attacking players too.
So ball in the middle of the park. Matsumoto, Jesus, a bit of afters going on there with Yates. Keep an eye on that. Here's Valentini. Four descend upon him. He's got the ball eventually out to Crittenden, offering support for the Blue Eagles. He goes short. McCabe now. They push forward, Blue Eagles. This is body check by Yates. Play on, says the referee. He wants to go on with it. No, he doesn't. Here's a chance for Welsh now. Has he got the power? It's Berich actually. Great save by the keeper. Berich with the left foot. And another goal opportunity. Goal attempt for Comets. Angle against him, but keeper well positioned. Gee, well off his line. That's a corner kick.
So we've already had 3 shots on target already in this half.
Still something, yeah. Doesn't matter. Maybe put this like that. It goes on the far side, so corner kick.
Those teams started off well, haven't they, in this second half?
Yep.
So it'll be Yates, is it? Ryan Yates. The green boots. Yates, green.
You remembered.
Yes. Swings it in beautifully. It's into the back of the net. And that was from the play that's come on. Is it? 12? Number 12.
No, that was the corner, I think, wasn't it?
Oh, he's changed his shirt, that's why.
Yeah.
So now he's wearing number 12. So he puts it in the back of the net. So it's Comets 1, Blue Eagles 0.
Just watching on replay. LaCornu, he's wearing the 12, but he was originally 5 with a headband. Took the head knock. The defender jostling in the 6-yard box, gets good position.
Great corner.
Great ball in. Yeah.
And you're wondering what McCabe was doing in front of him to give him such ease of the header. You'll see this a bit better and closer.
Keeper's ball in that 6-yard box?
Yeah, absolutely. But what was the defender McCabe doing in front of him? Watch this as it comes into the box. McCabe
keeper tried.
Just didn't even go for it.
No.
So the 52nd
keeper has to come
minute.
out in those situations.
Yeah, 100%. So the Comets go ahead in the 52nd minute, 1-0 over the Blue Eagles.
That knock on the head did well. He scored a goal.
So Comets now.
51st.
52nd.
Second ball, Blades. Yeah, JB.
McCabe a little touch, only as far as Yates. Goes short to Anianto. Bladden. Oh, Anianto with a couple around him. And too heavy for Lobasso. And that's gone out of play for a throw-in.
Metro Stars have pulled one back, so it's Para Hills 2, Metro Stars 1. And down here at the SA Athletic Stadium, Comets have taken the lead. 1-0, goal scorer LeCornu.
So throw in, Kochi up the line, Valentini, Yates in the way, chips it forward, Kochi under pressure, comes down to feet eventually, Bladden. It's finding it hard to stay down, isn't it? Labasso got a head on it. Kochi. Finally. Comes to McCabe now. Liam McCabe goes further wide. Matsumoto now needs support. Bit isolated out there, so he'll come back inboard. Crittenden on offer. He's got it, but he gives it up cheaply. Comets come away with the ball.
Oh, she did well there.
That's Anianto. Was he onside? Flag stays down. Anianto one way, then the other. Kochi in front of him. Anianto, fancy feet. Gets a cross in. It could be an own goal. No, just over the bar. That'll be a corner. Come to life, the Comets.
You sure it'll be an own goal?
Let's not start that debate. Anianto, edge of the box. It was headed by D'Angelo, and had that gone in, we would have been disputing was it an own goal or an Anianto goal.
Well, I won it last time.
No, you did.
The referee picked it.
She got it wrong.
She got it. Well, she said it was a goal.
Still here.
And the record,
yeah, I just heard it again.
Record books will say. That's right. Record books will say it was a hat trick. Anyhow, so it's on the far side. It'll be Yates, same position. Keeper. He's got to come out. He's got to come out. He hasn't come out again.
Oh, well, it's
a bit further out, yeah, I suppose. Right across the face of goal, out over the goal line for a goal kick.
Very tricky breeze to contend with, though, as the keeper. So, but then again, McCabe was in front of him for the LeCornu goal. So questions will be asked defensively by the coach. What were you doing, son?
Adelaide City take a further lead, or take the lead now. 2-1 against Adelaide United.
Goss with a goal kick to the halfway line. Welsh got a head on it. Only out to chips it on. This is onside, but too heavy for Berich.
That wind has dropped off a bit.
Yeah, I'd say you're right. D'Angelo now up the line. Matsumoto turns it over. Bladden needs support. Chips it forward. Too heavy.
And then it comes back.
So Comets 1-0 over the Blue Eagles on the Green Play Australia scoreboard. And we've played just over 10 minutes the second half on the Green Play Australia time clock.
Looks like Weens is going to suit up in a minute.
I think this game is suited for him.
Goes out. It's cleared here by D'Angelo. Up near it goes. Over the sideline for a throw-in.
That change is happening now.
That's early.
In the State League, West Adelaide still leading 2-0 against Sturt Lions, top versus second.
Can't see who's coming off though.
Adelaide Vipers 2-0 against
Gladden.
Seaford.
It's an early change.
Berich is still standing his ground, so he's not coming off.
White City Panthers is 0-0.
Gladden is coming off.
And victory in Western Strikers is 2-2, thanks to Green Play Australia.
Bit of an injury, I'd say, by the way. He's hobbling off.
Looks like Welsh will probably drop back into that spot, I'd imagine, and maybe they'll go 2 up front, or Berich might drop into that 10 role.
So Jack Gladden off.
Bit of a reshuffle.
Andreas Weens coming on for him. Comets' first change, in fact, first change of the afternoon.
He's played well, Bladden.
So throw in Labasso, he's dumped straight away, and referee sees it that way. As Weens gets, in fact, it was Anianto gets the early free.
First foul of the half.
Weens and Anianto.
Well, depends if you call Yohei Matsumoto's a foul. It was a free kick, but it wasn't a foul as such.
Christopoulos now will take the left foot in, swing it. We'll get this to the tip of the 6-yard box with that tricky breeze. Let's see who gets a head on it. Weens is lurking. Plenty of blue shirts in that box. Christopoulos into the box, beautiful floater. D'Angelo got highest, still not cleared. It's come back into the danger zone. Welsh just puts it high in hope more than anything. And the keeper will see that over the line for a goal kick to the Blue Eagles. Comets dominating, having excuse me, good possession and a good period, and Blue Eagles will have to find something in response.
So goal kick to Goss.
Try to put that here, Rob. Maybe it might interfere less.
Oh, yeah. Goes in over the halfway line, it goes. Tawani was there, and that's over
and out.
Over and out, it is.
Ball's there with Goss. Look, see?
So Goss will take this goal kick. So Goss for the Blue Eagles are down 1-0. Other grounds, it is Modbury still 3-1 down against Croydon. Adelaide City leading 2-1 against Adelaide United. Para Hills 2-1 over Metro Stars. Thanks to Green Play Australia. Comets leading 1-0. Don't forget tonight's games. Cumberland against Campbelltown. That game starts at 5. And at 6 o'clock, it's Olympic against Raiders.
And all those games can be seen live on YouTube Live or Facebook Live. There's Valentini near the corner flag. Gee, that's a high boot. Free kick going the way of the Comets.
The pitch is quite bouncy, isn't it? We didn't mention it much in the first half, but even though it's nice, it looks great and it's nice and flat, the bounce plus the wind, the combination of the two, hasn't really made it an easy game for both teams.
Another ball called for, as it was Lecornu that copped it in the head. He's copped a couple in the head today, and he's sporting the bandage up top. So very interesting times for Modbury Jets ahead with Adelaide United Youth. Their players coming back next week. It's going to make it hard.
If Para Hills managed to get that result today, that'll be make it even more interesting.
Absolutely.
As they go, trying to go into attack the Comets. Thawani up in the air it goes. Headed out there.
Here we go.
Basso chance for going into the back of the net. And as you said, Benny Dale, He comes on and scores. Andreas Wiens makes it goal number 2.
Just watching on replay here.
There was only going to be one outcome there.
Childers, good header by Lobasso, good bounce, but Wiens did well to control it and put it in front of him. Beautiful volley in the end. Probably actually didn't even connect as nice as he would have liked, but effective in the end anyway. And that's 2-0 Comets. Here it is, Lobasso with the assist. Wiens getting front position, chesting it down. Defender's gone missing and just had the keeper to beat in the end. And he did just that. 2-0 Comets. Wiens in the 60th, Lecornu in the 52nd. And is that game, set and match?
Sturt Lions have pulled one back, so West Adelaide 2 leading Sturt Lions 1 in the State League 1.
McCabe trying to push the ball forward. Cleared by the Comets defence. Goss will start the rebuild for him from the back.
The big names definitely going to stand up now, don't they?
Absolutely. D'Angelo under pressure. Veric applying that pressure. Goes back to his keeper. Nice little shimmy. Back goes for the safety of the line, and Anianto got a head on it. Ball still in play. Kochi holding. Oh, I thought that would have been a free kick. Well, says the referee anyway.
It's interesting when you get a player of Wiens' experience, where it then brings in the younger players like Beric. They look like they've got a bit more of a leap in their step with a player like him around them.
So the kick taken here by Goss over the halfway line. It's been all Comets in this second half.
Jaden!
Adam Lecornu in the 52nd. Andreas Wiens just a few minutes ago in the 60th to make it Comets 2 leading Blue Eagles 0. And certainly making the use of this breeze. So Lobasso
come on.
gets it down the line. Andreas Wiens. So it'll be a throw in again. Kutcher this time. Did that go in?
Yeah, it must have.
Did. So this time a throw in again. Comets. Right hand side. Down the line they go. Back header there by Wiens. Wins it to Lombasto. Here's a chance for Beric. Keeper comes out though. And they throw it quickly out to D'Angelo.
Blue Eagles come out of defence through Kochi up to the halfway line. Valentini under pressure. Hasn't lived up to expectations from Ryan from last week.
He started off well, didn't he? But
he had a shot on goal? I think he has.
I don't believe so.
There you go. So throw in D'Angelo.
You can see he's a class player. You can see.
Absolutely. Very well balanced.
But it's a good defence.
Here's his chance. Valentini wins the throw in. Does he or does he not? No, he doesn't. So Comets throw in. Their defensive half. Lobasso. No one contesting there. McCabe chips it forward. Yates in the way. Crittenden hacks it forward, but over the line, out of play. Getting a bit untidy out there. Round 6, all thanks to Sports Power Zorich Group, this NPL SA. Top versus 6th, and they're just going to get a nice little buffer, Comets, with this win, and Blue Eagles possibly blowing the chance to get into the 6th tonight.
Puts a bit more pressure on the Campbelltown-Cumberland game too, now doesn't it? I mean,
absolutely. Campbelltown don't want to let Comets run away with it. Saying that, Metro Stars, same position.
So it's ended up, does it matter if you're top of the table nowadays? You can win it from anywhere.
Oh, yeah, it's
in the
nice,
top 6.
It's nice to have the buffer though, and to be crowned, I'd call it
double
minor
chance.
premiers. Well, they call it premiers, and everyone's the grand final champions. When in Rome, do as the Romans.
As it goes out. D'Angelo. Gucci. Sortira. Matsumoto. Tawani. Crittenden lurking on that far side. Looking for Valentini. Matsumoto. Good tackle.
Yeah.
Is that the Wiens in the back?
Sure is.
Did well. Got it to Beric. Back to Wiens it goes on that far side. Backwards to Yates, and he's given away a free kick on that one. He might get a yellow card.
We'll get a yellow card.
I think you're seeing Kunavelis coming on now as well, guys, for Blue Eagles.
So Yatesy, first yellow card for the Comets, watching on replay. Not
That's
too
the
much,
first foul for the half too.
too much of a dispute there. Lost the ball and then went in very late and untidy. Probably lucky it's only yellow, to be honest.
Crittenden coming off.
Crittenden.
More of an attacking move, isn't it? Well, it's got to be, doesn't it?
Has to be at 2-0 down.
That's it.
So Evan Kunavelis on for the Blue Eagles. He's a nuisance around the forward line, isn't he?
He sure is.
He just creates havoc in there. Good value for the nuisance factor in that 18-yard box, but he's actually taking the free kick. Probably want to be in that box, I would have thought. But anyway, Evan with a nice long, no, too long. And again, that adjustment to the wind, although as you said, Benny, I think, although the flags wouldn't indicate it,
It's
but
picked up again. It's hot and cold now. It's really, really.
They hang on to this lead 6 games in a row. They've won. If they win today, Comets. That's not a bad effort.
Knocked off Metro Stars, Croydon, Raiders in that.
So some good teams. Over the halfway line it goes. Thawani's worked hard today. Weens goes down. Referee sees a free kick to Comets on that far side.
It's Blue Eagles' 4th foul of the half.
Just a bit untidy there, looking at the replay.
So the ball goes down.
Their last loss was in July to Campbelltown 1-0 at home. That is Comets, of course.
So it'll be Yates to take it. Into attack to Waynes. Got his head to it, but into the arms of the keeper in Goss.
On target.
Yep. Goss's 4th save of the half.
There's a sound you don't hear too often. Plane going overhead.
So Goss sends it over the halfway line. It's gone over the sideline for a throw-in. Comets Lobasso to Ditmar. Right side of the park. Now it's Welsh, the captain Welsh, waiting for the keeper to come and get it. Goss clears it, only as far as Lecornu. And that's gone
offside.
Offside flag, free kick to Blue Eagles.
So they're trailing 2-0, 22 minutes gone this second half on the Green Play Australia time clock. Is it a mountain too big to climb? As Valentini got a head on it. Comes down to McCabe, under pressure, needs support. Gets it from Matsumoto, he's been fouled. So Blue Eagles with a free kick in a promising position. So now let's see how many white shirts in that box. Only one at the moment. D'Angelo lurking at the back.
Other than D'Angelo, they don't
Not
really
much
have a lot
height,
of an aerial threat, do they?
100%. 100%.
You look at Wines back there, Welsh, Ditmar, Lecornu.
This will be interesting. Kunavelis, the supplier. D'Angelo wanting it at the back. It's the way it goes, but that's optimistic and very close to the keeper and a good take in the end under pressure. By Torreson was under extreme pressure there. Yeah, you're right there, Benny. Not too many ways to play that.
Sturt Lions have equalised against West Adelaide, so it's 2-2 now.
Thawani got a head on it. Could be an own goal, but it's just gone wide of the upright. Not much talking between keeper and defender. Just watching on replay here. Great clearance. Was that an assist then for Torreson?
That's Goss's 5th save and probably his best of the game.
Thawani didn't know too much about it in fairness. He turned his head, probably at the back of his neck. It put Goss under all sorts of pressure.
So Sturt Lions have pulled 2 back, so
What?
it's 2-2. West Adelaide 2, Sturt Lions 2, thanks to Green Play Australia.
Big game.
Top
in State
versus
League
second
One,
in
yeah.
State League 1.
Left foot in, swing out, close to the keeper, punched away. Christopoulos, very beautiful corner. He'll get a second bite at it. Couldn't beat the first man in Thawani. Now Valentini, here's a chance. Kunavelis going for a run on the far side. Valentini's got Kunavelis wide if he wants him. That's the way it goes. Kunavelis gets the ball back in. Couldn't beat the first man. And Comets come away with it through Ditmar on the halfway line.
Ooh, almost offside, but well done. Left side of the park, they go inboard. Barrett is there. Anianto! makes it goal number 3 and points in the bag for Comets.
Almost a question of offside here. Watch Anianto. I know he wasn't the intended target, but when the ball's played, that was borderline.
Nah.
And he's come onto it, come in live, and gee, great finish by Anianto in the end. Maybe questions of offside in that release.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Cornu needing some patch up there. He's
hard to tell on the replay.
Hard to tell on the replay, yeah.
But Anianto makes it goal number 3.
That's game, set, and match.
Comets.
Yeah, I don't think there's much coming back.
They're on fire. They won 4-1 last week. 3-0 up so far.
Was that seepage, Benny?
Yeah, doesn't look too good.
So obviously didn't patch him up too
after this, I imagine.
Didn't patch him up too well.
Mind you, he has headed the ball quite a lot in this half. Probably aggravated it a bit.
So what do we go into? Self-preservation mode, respectability scoreline mode.
Did they change him? They're better off supping him if they're 3-0 up.
3-0 down. 3-0 up, you're right, yeah, exactly. There's a chance for Labasso now, maybe looking for 4. Referee's seen a handball.
Wow. Surprised the linesman picked that up.
So free kick to the Blue Eagles. They trail 3-0.
Looks like they are going to make that change.
Welsh can play anywhere, Welsh. So he can play in the back lines.
He's already moved back one spot, so...
Plenty height at the back there. Dittmar deals with that very easily.
Lasana Smith.
Yep. We've mentioned before about his X factor coming off the bench, so this is a great opportunity for him in these conditions, his speed. Blue Eagles vulnerable at the back at the moment.
Looking at the scores of the ground, still Croydon leading 3-1 against Modbury Jets, Adelaide City leading 2-1 against Adelaide United, Parry Hills leading 2-1 against Metro Stars.
Jeez.
And here it's Comets 3-0 up against Blue Eagles thanks to Green Play Australia.
And Blue Eagles into attack. Matsumoto now wants to get the ball into the box. Goes to shot himself, near post. Keeper there. On target. Had to be saved.
That's their first shot of the half.
On target.
Yep.
Or
first shot in...
That's their first goal attempt.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Adelaide Victory are leading 2-1 at one stage. They are down 4-2 now.
Against
Western Strikers.
Western Strikers leading 4-2.
Yeah, so Comets into attack.
State League 1.
Although now Tiro in the middle of the park. Valentini under pressure. Good challenge, I thought, by Anianto, but not seen that way by the referee. A few afters.
Response isn't necessary.
You're 3-0 up. No need for shenanigans.
Yeah.
Valentini wanting to go on with it. Don't know why. Anianto happy to oblige. Valentini just touches the scone there and again he's baiting him.
Yeah.
He's got to be careful, Valentini. You're 3-0 down, son. I wouldn't be doing that.
Nah, I wouldn't be either. That's for sure. Still going.
So the free kick. Matsumoto to put this in the box. That breeze has died down.
Referee stopped something.
He's pulling him over. Good refereeing. In fairness to Anianto, he had nothing to do with it. It was Valentini who was the culprit or the instigator, trying to get a reaction. Didn't come. Matsumoto with a free kick. Deep. Header! Ooh, good save.
That's a good spot.
That's right. Bouncing ball in the 6-yard box. Watching on replay.
Touch, isn't it?
Very dangerous play. Keeper did well to have his body behind the line, but kept the ball in front of the line.
So up in the air it goes. Right side of the park. He's never plays a bad game, Labasso. He's such a great player. Goes short.
Good feet.
Burridge,
Yeah.
classy player too.
Yeah.
Wings to Burridge. Here we go. Goal number 4. And what a bit of play there by the Comets. Wings has come on and dazzled. Gave it to Burridge in the 1-2. And Burridge makes it goal number 4.
Enjoy this on the replay. Burridge, fancy feet. Weens, Burridge. Gee, this is worthy of any league. That was beautiful work in the 18-yard box. Close play, just like through melted butter. These two just went
75th.
through that Blue Eagles defence, and Burridge with a beautiful finish, 75th. Well, if there's ever any doubt before, there's definitely no doubt now.
Burridge, a different player in this second half.
4-0.
See how they can play better without the win. So they're a great ball-playing team, Comets. The wind probably held them back in that first half.
And as you said, going at 0-0 at half time was happy.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So Blue Eagles underway again. They have been
Pumped.
shell-shocked today by the greatness of the Comets. Lasana Smith, Lobasso, Berridge. Loses out though. Blue Eagles with the ball. Right side of the park. Thuani, too far, too. Horizon gets the ball. So there's a sub happening. 19 on. It's already happened. Benny, I think there was a sub already happened. We'll pick it up in a minute.
Oh, maybe during the goal? When the goal
Yeah, it must have been. So it's
number 19, Velanov.
Good shot, Kunavelis. From distance. Forced the keeper into a save. It'll go down as a goal attempt.
So Velanov is on.
I think that's Hamish McCabe's come off. Sorry, Liam McCabe. He looked like he was struggling with that ankle.
12 off.
Earlier. Yeah.
Run at the keeper.
So high ball. D'Angelo deals with that. So throw into the Comets, into attack, in control. 4-0 up over the Blue Eagles. Lobasso. Throw in. Trying to shield the ball there and keeping it in was Berridge. Great feet. Into Weens, who volleys on the turn. Didn't come off.
Playing with confidence now, aren't
Absolutely.
Good
Why not?
outside of the foot pass there, wasn't it? By
Kunavelis.
Berridge.
Short to McCabe. Go short to D'Angelo.
I reckon they can afford to put Weens and Berridge in this team because they combine quite well, don't they?
Absolutely. In fact, they look better with two up front.
Yep, definitely.
So it'll be a throw in. Blue Eagles finding it hard to penetrate their own attacking half. They're stuck in their defensive half at the moment. There's Weens, fancy feet, down to Berridge. Jeez, he's beaten a couple. Berridge close to the byline. Finally beaten in numbers. Blue Eagles can come away with it. Velanov could have given away the foul, but play on, says the referee. It's still on right in front of you, Benny. Those two have been going at it all afternoon.
Oh, that's a bit...
What's happened there, mate? You're right in front of it.
Well, Aniato just grabbed Valentini's shin pad and took it out and threw it off. And
It's been niggling at him all afternoon
the
on
two
the
of them.
far side. Mavra Lombardis under pressure, outnumbered 3-1, and he wins the ball, funnily enough. And he answers. Oh, that's a sliding challenge. He's got to go. I think he's almost got to go for that. Yellow. Stupid foul. He's been playing stupid the last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Valentini.
Reminds me of a Frank Sinatra song, Got You Under My Skin.
Absolutely. It's a bit out of your
Yeah,
age
got
bracket,
you
isn't it?
Yeah,
Watch
mate.
this on
Under
replay,
my
Rob.
skin.
And he answered. Lucky got his foot out of the way there. That would have been more horrific had he kept it there.
So yellow card to Anianto.
Rob, you were saying
Valentini,
something?
you
Rob,
mean?
Oh, Valentine, sorry. Sorry, mate?
you were saying something just before. I couldn't hear. What were you doing?
I was just singing.
Yeah, that's right.
I thought he was in pain. I was going to call the ambulance. Ball on the far side, Comets. 4-0 up. Yates goes for Weens. Little
Oh,
flick
look
on.
at
Smith couldn't control it. Oh, Weens with a hip and shoulder. Gives away the free kick.
Fair bump.
Matsumoto to McCabe. Kunavelis, halfway line, Blue Eagles in possession. D'Angelo up the line. Valentini. Lucky for Velanov. He's on goal. Can't beat his defender. Little back heel and Satiro couldn't control it. Satiro couldn't control it properly.
The youngster veered to the right, didn't he? He should have gone straight. He could have gone to the goal straight away.
Velanov, you
But
talking?
Yeah, Velanov.
Yeah, I thought he might have actually had a crack
He
first
went,
time.
yeah, he went the wrong way.
Just a little bit of an experience.
Unselfish.
Yeah.
Should have been more selfish. It's always easy in hindsight. So anyway, there's a change being made. Finally, and I was about to ask you about that change. He was just getting ready to explode.
Yeah, there was still some words
Valentini.
being exchanged as he was going off as well. So,
That's smart coaching to take him off.
Yeah, I think
4-0 down. Don't worry about potential
next
red
week.
card.
He's going to get a red card. if he
Here's
stays.
Smith on goal for Comets. Can he put the icing on the cake if it isn't already there? Here he is with a left foot, but it's been charged down. He'll get a second pie. Will he get a third? No, he can't. On the turn, Cunavelis, far side for the Blue Eagles. They come out of defence. They've been under siege this second half. Welsh gets ahead on it. Dittmar back to Welsh. Plays it up the line. Mavro Lombardis, too fancy on that occasion. Cunavelis weaving through the field. That's nice work. It comes up against Anianto. Anianto now looks to feed off to Smith. Smith needs support. Two white shirts around him. Tries to get the cut back, wins the throw in instead. So Lasana Smith did very well, outnumbered and keeping the ball in his attacking half.
So the scoreline the same in the other games. Croydon leading 3-1 against Modbury, Adelaide City 2-1 against Adelaide United, and Parry Hill still leading 2-1 against Metro Stars. Here it's Comets 4, Blue Eagles 0. It's been all Comets in the second half. Play goes down. He's been impressive to me, Burridge. Once again, as it's down the line. Blue Eagles working hard. Cucci goes short to Liam McCabe, is it?
Hamish. Liam's off.
Hamish. And it's over the sideline. It will be a throw in to the Adelaide Comets. Comfortably leading 4-0 in this result. Comfortably on top of the table, depending on the other results. By how much? As it goes out to Welsh. Nice ball. It's Mavro Lombardis, I think.
Yes, it is.
It is. And that's come off a player. Corner kick to Comets.
Well, they got a minimum 5-point buffer. It will now be a minimum 8-point buffer, depending on Campbelltown tonight. Metro Stars, are they leading or losing?
Well, they're 7 points. Is Adelaide City gone to second? This is the live ladder, I think.
7 points.
And Adelaide City still got a game in hand?
Don't know about that. It's 8 points, so I'll make it Campbelltown. Oh, Adelaide City are winning.
Yeah, they still got their game in hand.
Sure.
Correct. Gee, Adelaide City will go second if all the score stays as is.
Wouldn't have
Although
picked that.
Campbelltown's still got to play their game, don't they?
So Yates with
And
the right
Raiders
foot in
as well.
swinger. Far side of the ground for the Comets. Keeper came,
Oh, look at
hesitated.
that.
Welsh free header, but off target. To the back of Dittmar, I think it was in the end. But a defender must have got the last touch because it's another corner kick. Sun to contend with now, along with the breeze.
That's Comet's 10th goal attempt for the half, by the way. That includes the goals.
And let me say, the breeze has died down
It
from
has.
that half time, so it's nothing to do with the wind, I think. Christopoulos now left foot in swinger for the Comets. Central, punched, had to be. Goss needs a second bite at it. Tries to take. Oh, that could have been dangerous. By Waynes. Maybe he did again. He said it didn't. Could have been. Normally they give free kicks. Goalkeepers are normally protected species. There's the first punch. Okay, nothing in that. Second one went to take it. Actually, it was interference. Yeah, no, he should have got a free kick. No, even the first one, there was interference.
First and second, yeah.
By that player there who's tapping him on the back. Strange.
Almost hit him in the head, yeah. Yeah, so goal kick to Goss. He's been under the pump. 4 goals went past him. Goes over the sideline. It will be a throw in.
It's interesting because Goss has made 5 saves in this half. He's conceded 4.
Yes!
Ends up with Hamish McCabe. Matsumoto's playing out of...
Too
Why
deep.
is he playing there?
Too deep, yeah.
Right side of the park to Thawani. It's probably been their best. They go backwards. They get it inboard. And it's cleared. Only as far as D'Angelo. Thawani. Matsumoto.
In the back 4. What's going on?
Probably playing as a stopper. Sotira. Been a bit quiet in the second half.
Goes in spurts, doesn't he?
Yeah, most of the Blue Eagles players over the sideline for a throw-in.
Matsumoto to take it. Quickly taken. Cunavelis near the byline. Plays it back. Matsumoto gets the cross in. Dealt with by Welsh. Hit it on with Smith only as far as McCabe. McCabe now comes grandstand side. It's Yaruwe into the box. Wins the corner. No, he doesn't. That'll be a goal kick.
Panthers, White City still 0-0, Benny.
Interesting.
90 minutes played and still 2-2. West Adelaide Sturt Lions, 89 minutes played. Thanks to Green Play Australia State League.
West Adelaide 2-0 up at one stage in that game.
Yeah, they were, yeah.
Weren't we just talking about that before?
Don't know, I don't listen to what you say.
I know.
It's common trade up in the commentary team.
I think it's just memory loss.
Yeah, absolutely. Rob, see the juniors over there warming up?
Yep, JPL under 16.
They were all here sitting down, so I ask you, where were the reserves? Where were the two teams before this game?
Obviously gone home to watch something else.
Oh, yeah, I find it a little bit disappointing on a beautiful Saturday afternoon not to support your first team.
Who was that? Wasn't it last week we saw players stay back?
Yeah, I think it was last week.
Was that Cumberland? Or I think it was Cumberland.
Yeah, it was actually. It was. Who'd they play?
Adelaide United.
Short-term
You can't remember that one.
No, but you're right. The Cumberland boys stayed back.
They do have a good culture, though.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the Cumberland boys did.
I don't know how you instill that, but that's what's needed.
That happened in my days too, where we never stayed back, I think. Oh, no, or did we? I think we might have.
Didn't play at this level, did you?
I played in the juniors, though.
Did you stay back and watch your first team?
Yeah, I think I did. Yeah.
So Yates now for the Comets to put it deep into the box. D'Angelo deals with it. Only as far as Barrich, who shoots, and it's charged down or deflected. And Goss making a mill of it. Finally takes it. So Goss now to Kochi for the Blue Eagles. 4-0 down on the halfway line. Matsumoto looking for something. Got Kochi short. Matsumoto. Yarue back to Matsumoto. D'Angelo. Damage control maybe. Kochi now. The runner Velanov. And dealt with by the attacking player in Weens. So goals from Berich, Anianto, Weens and Lacornu.
Comets got an opportunity to bleed another youngster here, Nathan Dimu. I think he came on the other week, didn't he, against Raiders?
Yep, I think you're right. Big fella.
Gee, he's big. Who's coming off?
18 years old, I think. Barney was saying.
Defender off.
Both defenders are off.
Jeez, big boy, isn't he?
Gigantor.
I remember that cartoon.
Yeah.
Gets his first head on it. First touch, header out of play.
Just some inside information on Dimu from Dimi Panna, which is very insightful. Spent a year at Doncaster Rovers, young lad.
Wow.
Yeah, he's only 18. He's a Comets junior. Huge potential.
Trying to clear Berich. Captain Anakiarako got it over to Cunavelis. Gets it in. Chance for the Blue Eagles.
Gee, Wayne's doing the defending. What's going on?
That was Hamish McCabe.
Making the most of his time on the pitch.
Scores still the same on the other ground. So Croydon leading 3-1.
Eagles' first corner of the half.
Blue Eagles
City leading 2-1.
Blue Eagles faithful just leaving early.
And Parahills, can they do a ball over against Metro Stars?
Cunavelis with a corner. Very central, punched in the air by Torreson, still not out of danger. Oh, back. Flip, shot, overhead kick.
My memory serves me right. Parahills were $9 to win that game.
Metro Stars, what's going on there?
So they were quite injury depleted,
they've got a lot of injuries they have.
But not taking anything away from Parahills. I saw Theo yesterday. He's quite enthusiastic about the young players he's got there and what he's got to work with. But they've got a big challenge on their hands to stay in the NPL.
Done well if they can hold that win.
They've only scored 10 goals in 12 games, Parrot, and conceded 20.
So Torreson, big kick. Up front.
Locker injured as well, apparently.
Who else?
Locker Wilson, apparently he's been injured since he's
come
back.
Yeah.
You'll go over and massage him, Rob, won't you?
Yeah, I'll help him out if he wants me to.
That's on the other channel.
It goes in. What other channel?
The digital channel.
Comets goes in. Up in the air it goes, and it's out for a corner kick. This is where they're dangerous, aren't they, Comets, with these corner kicks?
Their fifth corner of the half. Comets?
Thanks to Green Play Australia, those stats. Today's game.
One full-time game. Adelaide City 2 defeated Adelaide United 1.
It's propelled them into second spot momentarily.
And White City and Panthers ended up a 0-0 draw, Benny.
Interesting.
White City, Sturt Lions and West Adelaide still going.
30 seconds away from extra time here at the SA Athletic Stadium. And Comets 4-0 up over the Blue Eagles with a corner kick. Yates to take it on the far side. Juniors for the next game warming up in the background. Right foot in swinger, very well taken. They're all putting the goalkeeper under pressure. Velinov, who's under pressure now, can break for the Blue Eagles. Finds Kunovelis.
Nice pass.
Velinov to Matsumoto. Back to Velinov. No, a bit heavy for him, but he gets there in the end. Takes it to the byline. Gone very wide. Matsumoto. In the meantime, all the Comets defenders are back. Velinov has added something to this Blue Eagles lineup.
The young lads
a bit of speed.
Yeah, it's good.
Matsumoto now comes for Velinov, the runner, into the box.
Oh, well
back
done.
here on
Well
Matsumoto
done.
with the shots.
Why didn't they play like that before?
Yeah, I tell you, this Velinov, I like the look of him.
Metro Stars have equalised, boys.
Oh, you're kidding.
On the death. So Para Hills 2, Metro Stars 2. Thanks to Green Play Australia. The other game's still continuing. It's Croydon 3, Mopbury 1.
Still might win it, Metro, because Para have only had one draw this whole season. They either win or lose, poor old Para Hills.
Looks like a draw. It's deep into it.
We
Sturt
are
Lions and West Adelaide, it's still 2-2 there. Still continuing.
1 minute into extra time here. The Green Play Australia time clock. Smith with a chance now for the Comets. Angle against him. No one in the middle to cut it back to. Now they get there. Still Smith trying to do it by himself. Berich brings it down.
Oh, well done.
Good little volley, good little feet,
Save.
and good save by Goss. But Berich with another chance there for Mavro Lombardos to Anianto. Back to Berich in the box. Nice through
nutmeg.
ball. And D'Angelo in the way. And that's full time, is it? Yes, it is. And a comfortable victory in the end to the Comets. Wouldn't have said that at half time. They probably dealt with the wind better in the first half, did the Comets. Blue Eagles didn't really exploit that first half like they could have and should have. And the wind died down, in fairness, which enabled Comets to play a better brand of soccer. And they've run out victors 4-0.
And West Adelaide and Sturt Lions ended up being a 2-2 draw in the State League top of the table clash. First versus second. So, and the other game still continuing. It's Metro Stars 2, Para Hills 2. Metro scoring the equaliser, 3rd minute of extra time.
No official man of the match as such these days, so Benny can have a chat to whoever you like.
I think I might have a chat to Barney.
Yeah, why not? Why not? Be interesting
He's
to find
done a
out what
great
sort of
job.
tactics he wanted to employ in that first half against a very strong wind.
Lobasso played well. Mavro Lombardis, the whole team played well. Berich in the second half.
That's not that, I don't think. I don't know what it is.
That's gone now. All right.
Just need it to be earthed, maybe, I don't know.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Good fight to the end, boys.
So, Comets running out comfortable victors
You wouldn't
in.
believe it, boys, but Metro Stars have taken the
I
lead.
told you that. I did say that.
They were leading 2-0.
Anyway, we'll go down boundary side with Benny Dale.
Yes, I've got Barney Smith with me. I won't take up too much of your time, mate. I know you want to celebrate with the boys, but you did mention at half-time it's a 2 or 3 goal breeze. The crystal ball at half-time came out in the second half. A different team in the second half. Outstanding performance.
It was certainly tough conditions, Benny, and you know we saw the writing on the wall before the game. This sort of wind, and being the hottest game probably this year that we've played, or for quite some time, we decided to go against it first half, and we knew that if we could defend well, limit their chances in the first half. We're strong here. We know how to play this ground, and these type of conditions would mean we're going to spend the second half in this half of the football field. And with the quality we've got, they're going to score goals. So.
We know the quality of Wines, and we say it week in, week out, but what he brings as an individual, not just his goal-scoring ability, but how he brought Berich into the game a lot more in that second half. The influence, do you see that as having a massive influence on the young players when he's on the pitch?
He certainly does, and he does on Ninko. You know, Ninko signed to come and back him up. You know, Andreas has been at the club for quite some time now, and he's a fantastic striker, but he needs help and he needs support. And Ninko's a young striker who wants to be like Dre. He wants to be a leading goal scorer and score the most goals in the league. He's got such a good mentor to work with week in, week out and learn from him. But those two up front together as well are deadly. So at the moment we've been winning and Ninko's been doing his job. So and I I keep strict conditions with the boys. If you do your job and we win, you keep your spot in the team, and that means that Dre's had to be patient, but it just shows the quality of the individual when he's been someone that would be a walk-up start for any team, and he's happy with the rules. He sticks to them here with us as well, and he's well, what a great player to have to come on, and he had a great influence in that second half.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, you haven't lost since Campbelltown. Is that 6 wins in a row?
It is 6 wins in a row now. We felt that we were playing well even early on when we lost those games, and we just said, you know, to the players that all the key indicators are there, that we're giving ourselves chances to win games. That's football sometimes, it doesn't go your way, but if we can continue to create chances and be hard to score against, we give ourselves a shot every week. And the second part was that we had a lot of away games to start with, so we knew coming into these games now, we've got a long stretch at Santos and we're strong here, so we back ourselves in. If we could put ourselves in a good position before all the home games started, then we give us a great chance to be thereabouts at the end of the year.
I'll let you get in with the boys in a minute, but just so you know, Para Hills were up against Metro, and Metro just happened to equalise and get the winner in the last couple of minutes there. So the buffer would have been even more had that result stayed as it was. But great result for you guys. You're sitting nice and comfortably on top. We'll let you go and celebrate and enjoy the weekend.
Still a long way to go, Benny. Cheers, mate. Thanks, guys, upstairs too.
Thanks.
Cheers.
Good on you, Barney Smith, the coach there of the Adelaide Comets, in a comfortable victory. Just going along nicely at the top of the table. We'll get that live ladder for you shortly. I'll get Rob to go through the scores around the grounds, Benny, while you compile your stats, if you like. And Rob, let's see what full-time scores you got for us.
Let me find them again.
Thus far, of course, he's playing with his phone. And
yeah, I got them.
yeah, okay, let's go.
So, Croydon Kings 3 defeated Modbury 1. Adelaide City 2 defeated Adelaide United Youth 1. Metro Stars in the 5th minute of extra time got the winner, and in the 3rd minute got the equaliser, so 2 goals in extra time after Para Hills were 2-0 up.
Boys.
Yeah, unbelievable. So Metro Stars 3 defeated Para Hills 2. Don't forget the other games tonight. Cumberland and Campbelltown is just about kicking off, and Olympic and Raiders at 6 o'clock. Here at the SA Athletic Stadium, it was Comets 4 defeating the Blue Eagles 0. Now the table, as we read, is Comets on 28, Metro Stars on 22, so they've got a 6-point buffer. Depending on the result with Campbelltown, if
well,
they win,
stands,
then
go with as it stands.
No, as it stands, that's right. Adelaide City 3rd on 21, Campbelltown on 20 in 4th position. 5th is Raiders on 19, Croydon 6 on 18. Cumberland just outside the 6 on 18, Olympic on 17, Blue Eagles go to 9th on 17, Modbury on 12, Adelaide United on 8, and Para Hills sadly bottom on 7.
Okay, let's have a look at some full-time stats thanks to Green Play Australia. Those score updates were thanks to Green Play Australia. And Benny, what can we read into the stats?
Well, not too dissimilar to the actual scoreline. It was very one-way traffic in that second half. I mean, there was 11 shots on target for Comets, 2 off target. They had 7 corners, 4 fouls against, 1 offside, and Julian Torreson had to pull off 2 saves. The Blue Eagles, Goss in goals, pulled off 7 saves in that second half.
There's a story.
And Blue Eagles had 2 shots on target, 2 off target, 1 corner, and 6 fouls for the half.
So basically 11 goal attempts to the Comets to about 4 to the Blue Eagles in that second half.
Yep.
And it was 4 apiece in that first half, but Blue Eagles had a fairly strong breeze at their back. Well, that's it for us here at the SA Athletic Stadium. A very comprehensive win for the Adelaide Comets, 4-0 over the Blue Eagles. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Thanks to our LSA team. Benny Dale down there as our boundary rider.
Nice.
Chappie and the Bomber, our cameraman. Jimbo, our producer, keeping it all together and bringing you the sanity or insanity. Your commentators, Paul Pellizzari and Rob
And we're on next Friday night, the next game. So, and that's Raiders, I think. Paul, is that right? Raiders versus Cumberland.
That's exactly right. Hope you enjoyed it from the entire LSA team. It's good afternoon with a final score, Adelaide Comets 4, Blue Eagles 0.
Our house. I like how that sounds. I don't like how that sounds.
Is this close enough?
Make sure you have RAA Home and Contents Insurance. Get a quote today. RAA.
Keep on moving on.